All right, we're doing the 5 at 6:55. Josh is back with us for another week here. Completed the feat of last week, going through, being 5 for 5. Now he's going for his 7th win in a row, and Emily is your challenger. Hi, Emily. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys? First time, long time.
Hey there, Emily. Emily, where are you from?
I'm from Alberton, Ohio.
Nice to have you on. You listening to us on 92.5 KISS FM?
Yes.
Love it. And what do you do?
I am a service advisor at a Ford dealership.
Hey, which Ford dealership? Shout them out.
Daryl Shirkey Ford in Montpelier, Ohio.
Hey there. All right. Josh is your challenger. Josh, say hello to Emily, and then I'm going to lock you up in a soundproof area.
Hi, Emily. Good luck.
Locking them up. Here we go. Five pop culture trivia questions. Whoever gets the most right wins. Tie always goes to the champion. Question number 1, Emily. This Disney live-action remake of one of its animated classics smashed records at the Memorial Day weekend box office. What's it called?
Lilo and Stitch.
Question number 2, WNBA player Caitlin Clark is out for at least the next 2 weeks with a quad strain. What team does she play for?
3 seconds. 3, 2.
I have no idea.
Pass on that one. Question number 3, this Toxic singer is apologizing for lighting up a cigarette on a charter plane over the weekend. Who is she?
Britney Spears.
Question number 4, Emmanuel Macron was shoved in the face by his wife, Brigitte, while getting off of the plane this weekend. What country is he the president of?
3 seconds. 3.
No clue.
No idea.
Pass on that one. And question number 5, last night, Taylor Swift was completely snubbed at the AMAs, not winning a single award that she was nominated for. What does AMA stand for?
American Music Association.
Let's bring the champ back from a soundproof area. Tough one for her.
Emily, you only got 2 right.
No.
The pretty one's always so dumb.
Oh, come on. That was a tough one. Josh, you got to beat 2. Here you go. You ready?
Ready. Let's do it.
Question number 1. This Disney live-action remake of one of its animated classics set records at the weekend box office. What's it called?
Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
1-1.
Question number 2.
That means family.
I didn't know you were one of the voices.
I couldn't resist.
Question number 2. WNBA player Caitlin Clark is out for at least 2 weeks with a quad strain. What team does she play for?
The Indiana Fever.
There
Yes.
we go. 2-1.
I didn't realize that's her first time ever in her college, grade school, high school career she's ever been injured. She's ever
Hope
missed.
she bounces back.
Question number 3. This Toxic singer is apologizing for lighting up a cigarette on a charter plane over the weekend. Who is she?
3 seconds. 3.
Dochi.
No, Toxic. Britney Spears.
2-2.
Britney Spears.
Yes.
Good guess, though.
Got to get at least one of these next 2 right to get a clean win. You got to win at least with a tie right now. Question number 4. Emmanuel Macron was shoved in the face by his wife, Brigitte, while getting off of a plane over the weekend. What country is he the president of?
Oh, Lord have
3
mercy.
seconds. 3.
Mexico.
No, Emmanuel Macron, France.
Stays 2-2.
And question number 5. Last night, Taylor Swift was completely snubbed at the AMAs, not winning a single award that she was nominated for. What does AMA stand for?
The American Music Awards.
Yes!
There we go. 3-2.
Sir, 7 wins in a row. Congratulations to you. Emily, we're going to set you up with a parting gift.
Okay.
We're going to give you, let's see here. We got $50 gift card to Kroger. Congratulations. That's a nice one.
Perfect.
Go get yourself a little Kroger. A little gas or something. I don't know, whatever. Gas either way, in your car or in yourself. Congratulations to you.
I got gas.
Thank you so much.
Hang on the phone for a second.
It's Mojo in the mornings, 5 at 6:55.
WKQI Detroit. WSNX Muskegon Grand Rapids. WVKS Toledo. 3 great stations. 1 stupid show. This is Mojo in the Morning, live.
All right, Mojo in the Morning, we're giving away Chris Brown tickets. We'll have those for you coming up this hour, a chance for you to win. We got a lot of good stuff to get to, including the War of the Roses. Busting a cheater. A wife thinks that her husband is cheating with somebody that she works with, and they don't work together, which is kind of weird. So it's somebody that obviously he met through her. We'll have the full story, and we'll make the phone call coming up at 7:40. It's the Mojo in the Morning show. Cav, I saw that you went to a carnival over the weekend.
I did.
One of those rides on the back of a truck carnivals.
Yeah, the old school carnivals, man. It brought back so many memories as a child. My grandmother used to take my cousin Elena and Brandy. Shout out to Brandy. She always listens. Shout out to her son Amir, who's graduating too. Love you, Amir. Graduated 4.6. Crazy.
Dang.
Crazy.
Wow.
But we used to go to carnivals all the time. And when I was going on social media yesterday, I saw that there were carnivals in the area. And I went to one in Madison Heights High School or something like that. And it was very nostalgic walking through. And I took Josiah. This is maybe the first time, I guess, I've taken him to like an actual carnival. I think I took him to one when he was super young, but now he's of age. He can actually ride the rides and have a good time.
Yeah.
So I take Josiah. We get out the car. We're starting to walk around. I'm like, wow, look at this one. I used to do this when I was your age. Or look at this one. I remember so-and-so threw up on this one. And look at that one. We're doing the whole thing. We're getting elephant ears. We're getting lemonade. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, it's a carnival. Let's do what you do at carnivals and ride the rides. And Josiah doesn't want to ride anything.
Oh.
The entire time, he's like, that's Final Destination. That looks like Final Destination.
Honestly, I'm with
Bro, he has every
Carnival.
excuse. But my thing is, I wanted to force him to participate.
Wait, did you?
We got on one ride.
You forced him?
Yeah.
Because I don't think forcing is a good thing.
Well,
if he's got anxiety of getting on a ride, or you're going to give him anxiety of going on a ride.
Is there a such thing as misplaced anxiety?
I don't know.
Well, what was it? Because when you guys go to have you ever taken him to Cedar Point or
We've
something?
never been to Cedar Point, but we have been to Universal Studios and
And
Disney
he rides
World,
the rides.
and he's been on rides.
So was it because these carnival rides look a little rickety?
I think that could have been it.
I
That could have
mean,
played a role.
that's why I
or
say
the
I'm
people-
with him. I'll
the
ride
people
all the rides at
running
Cedar Point.
Look like they
But
just got out of jail or
He's like-
escaped from jail.
He's like, Dad, what's that symbol on his neck? Like, never ride that. Just like, keep going. But I go through this thing where I want him to have these experiences,
Yeah.
and not just allow him to make these decisions of, I'm not going to do this. I don't want to do this for some arbitrary reason.
Yeah.
But that's a good reason to me. If he's looking at it going, it does not look safe.
But Final Destination can't be a reason.
Sure can.
Can I tell you that I remember we used to have in our neighborhood the St. Mary's Fair. They don't know. I don't think they have it anymore. But the St. Mary's Fair was like
That was
that.
huge.
It was that that times 10. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they had everything there. And I'll never forget going there, and it was Jacob, and all he wanted to do was play the games that literally make you go bankrupt. You know what I mean? Like the ones where you go there and you're going to spend probably $200 on, games.
Yeah.
And that's all he wanted to do. And I'm like, we're not coming here just to play games. And I was exactly in your shoes, and I learned my lesson. And I tried to force him into doing it. And then I made it like he didn't want to ride any rides anywhere else after that. Like, because I put him on these rides. Like, I remember putting him on the swing ride, and the kid was freaking out. And then that next day or next week or whatever, there was a story somewhere else in the country about, like, the ride actually people got stuck or a thing flew. Yeah. It was
Those are
bad.
the ones that, like, I'm cool if the kids just want to go and, like, to your point, get an elephant ear, play some games, and maybe get in the potato sack and go down the big slide.
Right.
That's about all I'm
I don't even know
for,
if
too.
I don't even. You saw the one in Detroit, right?
Oh,
The
in
one-
Belle
You know?
That
Well,
one
not
in
that
Belle
one.
Isle.
I'm not going on that
It's
one.
not-
I'm
it's not
talking
that
like
crazy no
the
more.
smaller ones. Yeah.
No, I couldn't do it. I don't know if I could do it.
Why?
I couldn't do it. I don't
That's
know.
part of childhood, bro. Going to the carnival, getting on a pirate ship, going up. You never been on a
I'm not-
pirate ship?
I
one
think it's
that's
good.
stationary and that's like built into
No,
the
bro. You
cement
gotta
into
go
the ground.
back and forth on the pirate ship.
Not
No,
one
no,
that
no,
just
no.
went up at midnight last night.
Yeah.
Abso-freaking-lutely not.
That's the other thing
No.
too. That's the other thing too is like when those guys leave a place, like when they leave wherever you were, they go to another town and it's like, all right, load it up. And you know that there's like screws and bolts that are like dropping behind the thing.
Not true. It's safe.
Go through. Where was that area?
It was in Madison Heights.
I'm gonna go walk through there. I guarantee I'm gonna find like 25 washers, screws.
Not washing.
Yeah. What's going on, Erica? Hi. How you doing?
Hey, yeah, I just think, Kev, you should take him to Cedar Point. Get him the real experience.
Give him the real scare.
So do you force
Those
him?
rides have been there forever.
But Erica, do you force? Because that's traumatizing too. If you take him to Cedar Point and he looks up to almost to the point where his neck got a crack in order to see the top of the Millennium Forest, he's not gonna want to get on that. Do you force him on it, or how do you do it?
No, you don't force them on it. You just take them to the amusement parks that have those rides that are maintained on a monthly or yearly basis. Those go up overnight. Those aren't the safest rides.
Erica, this is the thing. I think Kev's idea though is he's gonna get him on these rides first because this is kind of like his, shallow end of the swimming pool, and then he'll eventually take him to Cedar Point. But what if you go all the way to Cedar Point and he won't ride a ride?
That's a waste
How
of trip.
pissed are you going to be for that long of a ride?
Well, then take them someplace different, like Michigan Adventure, someplace that's a smaller place, but not like Cedar Point.
Yeah,
Is that place still around? Is
I-
Michigan
Oh,
Adventure
yeah.
still around
I
today?
think so.
Yep.
I haven't been there in years.
What's going on? Thomas, what do you think of this dad moment from Kev that he wants to force Josiah on the rides?
Well, you know what? Absolutely no judgment, because if you ever go to a carnival nowadays, I don't know what it is, but they have the rides that they like got out of a pickup truck just sitting in the middle of the parking lot where there's like nothing but asphalt underneath you. So if something goes wrong, like at least if
You're
there's
dead.
a few,
You're
have
dead.
a chance of surviving. But
Yeah.
no, it's just you face to concrete. You're
Yeah.
dead. So I don't blame you.
That is true, by the way.
Wrong.
They're right
He's not
there.
wrong.
It's like at least put him in a field somewhere where the grass hasn't been mowed in a while. So at least we got a little bit of cushion when you fly off. What's up, Bree? Hi, it's Mojo in the morning.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Bree. What's up?
I just wanted to tell Kev, they load these rides on semi-trucks, and you want to trust it?
I mean, I did it when I was a kid. Here I am, still standing.
Yeah, no, not going to do it. I'm with the Final Destination.
What do you think of the going in the fun house or whatever? Like one of those
That was he
places?
wanted to do that. I was like, that's a waste of time, bro.
Really, at least to start him in the thing,
No, we not here to come to the fun house. Like, let's get on the pirate ship. Let's get on the one that goes around in a circle and then reverses.
Heck
That's a childhood
no.
memory.
That you stand with your back to the
No, that's the one that they threw up
Do
on.
you ever notice that when they do these rides too, the music is always like old metal music, like old rock music?
Yeah.
Like they never really have like an updated playlist.
Yeah. Well, the one ride that we went on yesterday, I can't remember the name of it, but it was something musical. They played "Die with a Smile." I was like, I don't know if this is the right song to be playing right now.
So it's actually a good song, but it was a death song. What's up, Angie? Hi.
Hi. I agree with Kev. I took my 11-year-old grandson to Cedar Point, and we ended up in Snoopy Land all day. If you don't know what Snoopy Land
Yeah,
is.
Snoopy Land.
Yeah.
The baby ride. So
Yeah.
you should take them somewhere. I don't care if it's the water park. Let them go down them giant slides, twirl and whirl, but don't waste the time or the money because I wanted to ride, and like I said, I ended up on Snoopy Land.
How do you like it that grandmas are more willing to go on these rides than your grandkids are willing to go on these rides?
Or CJ Barrymore's.
Yeah.
I want to go zip lining, and none of my kids want to go with me. I ain't zip lining. I want to zip line.
But you understand, though, our parents let us juggle knives when we were kids. You know what I mean? These kids.
CJ Barrymore's, that zip line stays there all year.
Yeah. These kids, we've put them in bubble wrap their entire lives. That's why they don't want to be on these things. What's up, Pam? Hi.
Hey, good morning. My comment is I used to travel with the carnival.
Uh-huh.
I did that for 12 years, and the rides are inspected every single week that they go up by the State Department.
Okay.
There you go, preach, Pam.
Quick question for you.
So-
You used to travel with the carnival. Let's do a teeth check. How many teeth do we have?
I have all of my teeth. Thank you very much.
How did that? That's why you used to. You're not allowed to go anymore.
No. There's a lot of money to be made at the carnival.
Oh, really? Come on.
Oh my gosh, you have no idea.
Why do the guys why do the guys at the carnival always look like the guys that have like one eye and they're missing a limb?
That's people like that are everywhere. It's just that some of these people are condensed into one area.
Any
so
questions?
we get a bad rap.
Do we have any fears that these guys are meeting younger girls at these things?
You got to relax.
Yeah. Huh? No, not really.
No, they're not. Yes. Okay, because I always wondered. Like I always be, if I had a daughter, I'd keep her away from the carnival areas. But hold on a second, Nicole. What's going on, Nicole?
Good morning.
Good morning.
So I was just going to call in and let you guys know. So years ago, I was a kid, and we went to a carnival up north, and a kiddo fell off the Ferris wheel and landed right on the cement. So ever since then, never, ever carnival ride ever again.
Oh, my God.
Was it your fault? Honestly, I will never go on a Ferris wheel. Before this story. Heck no. Yes.
How did you fall off? Did the door open? Were you playing around? Like, what was the reason?
Well, the kid was rocking. It was a teenager. He thought it was so funny. He was sitting there rocking in it as it was stopped, and he fell right out. And
oh, jeez.
Yep,
that's user error. That's not the carny fault. It's little Billy.
I'll go to Cedar Point though, but not any carnivals anymore.
Yeah, that kid deserved it. If the kid's swaying and rocking, any of those kids that are rocking that thing.
That's why I won't go on it anymore. By the way, because somebody that I went on it with when I was younger did that, and we got stuck this way on our back. And I will never do a Ferris wheel ever again. I am terrified. Yeah.
It's supposed to be the most romantic place that you could be in the entire thing.
Nope.
You won't go. You won't even go. No. I'm telling you, I'd rather do the Ferris wheel than the potato sack going down the slide thing. Those kids, man.
Really?
Yeah.
The Belle Isle one.
For me, I'm fine on it because I'm staying on it. Gravity's keeping me on that thing. Shannon, it's going to be bouncing right off. She's out of that thing.
Listen, that sack, though. I don't trust that sack.
Fleas.
That's what I'm saying.
Psst. He's cheating. Another world-famous War of the Roses happens at 7:40 on Mojo in the Morning.
All right, it is Mojo in the Morning. I've got my world tour of grad parties starting this weekend. I got a grad party for Nick, our boss's son, Tony Travato's son, Nick. Happy graduation
Yes,
to Nick, and of course, Mom Brooke and Tony, Anthony, so that's going to be cool. And then I have another grad party, and I don't want to say the names, but it's actually two people. So question for you, and this is give me a little piece of advice. The other grad party that I got to go to is. And this is a common thing I'm starting to see. It's a dual grad party where two people are throwing the party at the same place, but the two people that are throwing the party aren't necessarily the ones that invited me. Only one of the people invited me. And I want to know what is the etiquette to buying a gift, because usually I go to a grad party, and if I go to a grad party, I bring a card with cash in there. So because high school grads want money, right? They need their freshman, money for going to the bars wherever they're going to college or whatever they're doing. And I don't know the other kid that the grad party is with. So it's two kids. There's two of them. One is a friend of ours, our family. The other one is some other kid. And I guess that this is now happening where families will combine grad parties together so that they can make it one big, huge grad party. And then I feel weird because I feel like you have to bring something for the other person, but I don't know the other person.
This is a thing. So two of my best girlfriends, their daughters are graduating, and they're throwing a trio. Like there's three girls that are having their grad party together at my friend Brooke's house.
Okay.
So, but
there's
only know
kids.
there's
that
three
would be
girls.
Even more.
Excuse me. I only know two out of the three girls, so I'm only bringing cards for the two girls that I know.
Really?
Because I have never met this third girl in my life, so why am I giving her a card with money that makes no sense?
Why are people doing the combined parties? Explain this to me.
To save money. And
see that.
so actually there's a lot of reasons. One, to save money, but also because these girls, like in this case, these girls all have pretty much the same group of friends. So then all the friends can go to this party, and then the families, will be in and out all day as well.
I'm surprised at y'all, to be honest with y'all.
Why?
I'm surprised and a little disappointed.
Why?
I'm not
Because
going
I
to
feel like
give
y'all
money to a girl I've never met before in my life.
I know, but y'all are like the etiquette people. I feel like this is a me thing, and y'all be like, Kev, you can't show up to the party without a card. You have to show up and give the person a card. It doesn't have to be the same amount of money if you're going the financial route that you would give to somebody you know, but you can't show up empty-handed. After knowing that this is my party also, you can't just show up empty-handed.
But also, there's card boxes. That third person that I couldn't even tell you her name, to be honest with you. I'd have to go back and look at the invitation. She's not going to know that.
Y'all got to drop something in there.
I don't think that they expect.
Why am I gifting a kid who I've never even met before in my life?
Because
I don't even
going
know.
to their party.
Even the other families aren't going to, like, they may not, like, Aunt, Kathy, who doesn't know this girl, she's not obligated to bring and give her a card.
Kathy. We worry about Aunt Shannon.
No.
You got to drop 10 in the bucket. At least give her a
what is this?
Chipotle gift card or something.
Let me ask you a question. If you go to church every Sunday, even if it's not your church, you throw money in the basket?
Yes, I'm there, bro.
That's very different.
Oh, come on. I don't.
No, I don't do it for
I only give it to
I
my
do it
church.
for my spirit.
Oh.
You only give to your church?
I only give it to my church.
You are insane.
What's going on, Amanda? Hi.
You hellbound.
Good morning. I have a party like that to go to. I'm only taking money to the kid that I know.
Yeah.
So Kevin's thinking that we're cheap. Kevin's
I didn't
calling
say
us
that.
out.
I didn't say that.
You wanted to say it.
I don't even know the other kid.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter. Share
I don't
the
even,
love.
and
I don't even tell you her name.
Absolutely. I couldn't pick her out of the crowd unless I looked at the poster boards that have the pictures of her that are there from her, sports teams and stuff.
It doesn't matter. When you have a child and it's their birthday and you show up to the school with pizza, you don't just bring a slice for your kid because it's their birthday. You share it for the whole class because everybody going to be there eating.
That's not true. I literally just brought Lucy Chick-fil-A on her birthday, and I didn't give it for the whole class. I brought it into the lunchroom and gave it right to her.
Bad moms.
That's a bad analogy because that you're feeding the kid. If you're bringing cupcakes, you bring cupcakes for all the class.
Same difference.
No.
Everybody's enjoying it.
No.
That's because it's the rule. You have to do that.
Rachel, what's up? It's
and
Mojo.
You can't even do that anymore.
It's Mojo in the morning. What do you think, Rachel?
I just went to a grad party on Sunday, and there were 3 graduates there, and we brought 1 card. We went right up to where they put all the pictures, and each card box had its own little table with its own photos display.
Yeah.
1 card. I don't know these other kids. Are you joking? We're not handing out charity money here.
Kevin wants me to give scholarships out to everybody.
Let me ask you this. So
right.
do all
scholarships.
Do all the parents pitch in to throw the event? Do all the parents pitch in to provide the food that you're going to sit down and eat?
And you're also not pitching in as much as you would if you were throwing just a single party.
But I'm saying that means
you are paying significantly less money.
You still enjoying the fruits of their labor.
And these parents are also not expecting the friends and family of the other people involved to give their kid a gift.
I'm not worried about what they're
money.
expecting. I'm worried about what I'm doing.
Then you should go to that party and give both people that you don't know.
None of them kids.
Now because you don't know them, you're not going to go.
I wasn't invited though, so I'm not. Gonna
and
be
not
there
bring
anyway.
a gift for both.
I'm not going to be there anyway.
Kevin is rich. He's got
I'm not rich.
All that NBA money.
No, you rich.
What's going on? How you doing there, Tracy?
Yeah, if I don't know somebody, I'm not giving them a gift. Sorry.
Yeah. That's right. Why am I doing that? Why am I giving some
crazy?
I
brought up a great point.
Wait, I haven't heard it yet.
You're showing
Tell
up.
me.
You're showing up to a party where all the parents pitched in to throw.
Yeah.
You're going to enjoy that party that all the parents pitched in. You're going to enjoy the food that all the parents pitched in, but you're only going to support one child.
Yes.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
Do I got a problem with it?
That's wrong.
So far, everything you said has been great. Why he want?
How do you know I'm going to be eating anything there?
Because you hungry. You sound like you eat.
Even if you do eat there, you are not obligated to give money to a kid that you don't even know.
Yeah.
I just think it's wrong. I just think it's wrong. I don't say you're obligated. I just think it's the right thing to do.
Mary, what's up? It's Mojo in the morning. We're talking about when you go to dual grad parties where people are throwing them as a group. If you only know one of the kids or 2 of the kids, do you have to give all the kids gifts?
Hey, Mojo. So I actually had a dual graduation party, and I was the kid who got almost no cards.
Oh, jeez.
And
tell your family to step it up a little bit.
Oh, no.
The problem for me was it was at our church, and I knew every single person who came there.
Oh, no.
Not the Saints.
Wait a second. And you were the one that got nothing.
I got maybe 3 cards.
How did that happen?
I want to say my mom must not have, put it out there enough, or maybe the other family, when they were promoting it, they only said themselves instead of like how we did. We're like, yeah, it's
now she's making me feel bad.
him.
Did your mama get a new car after that graduation party? Because I feel like there were cards.
She did not.
Wait, that's a different topic altogether.
You know
The parents
what I
that
mean?
spend their kids' money.
Yeah.
How about
There's a hair in the
how
beard.
about the parents that take the kids' money from the grad party to spend for the party? Yeah?
We actually ended up having a second graduation party because it was really sad.
Oh, my God.
But my
Now I'm
mom
feeling
put in
bad.
so much money for this church party that was just like, yeah, church people are just
Mary,
broke,
I'm
poor.
sorry.
I don't
Now
know.
she's making me rethink this whole thing. Now I got to go get another card.
I'm still not
Oh, my
rethinking
God.
it. She needs new family and friends.
Oh, crazy. Bev, what's up, Bev?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, first time, long time.
Hey, Bev on the phone.
Hey, I cannot believe Shannon or Mojo is going on like this. Kevin, you are so right. What the hell?
Come on.
I mean,
what the hell?
Because I don't even know her name.
Yeah, I know. I get that. But, man, I will support any child that wants to do something with their life.
I will say congratulations.
Bev, you know what that kid's going to do with that life? He's going to go get drunk freshman year at
Well, if
Harper's.
you only give them 10, they ain't going to get too drunk off your 10.
What is up? They're turning on us, Shannon. They're turning on us.
That's okay.
Erica.
I am standing firm in my answer with this one.
Erica, are you also agreeing with Kevin on this one and turning against Shannon and myself?
100%. I'm with Kev. I'm sorry, guys. It's like Kev said. It doesn't have to be an even amount. There's like Chipotle gift cards, a gift card to Target, something monetary. These kids are going off to college. Majority of them, they have lives. Give them something.
Big freaking deal. So did we, and we didn't get everything we wanted.
It's not going to kill you to
They're
drop
going to open
something
the
in
card and
bucket.
be like, Tom?
No.
Who is
They're
that?
going to say,
Be like,
shout out
yeah,
to Tom.
exactly.
Who's that person?
Chipotle card. Shout out to
Exactly.
him.
All right. Well, thank you for the call. I appreciate it.
Do the right thing, guys.
Take care of yourself. Kevin, by the way, doesn't even give gifts to people he knows. He just brings no gifts at all.
That's not true.
You had to think about that.
That's not true.
You haven't.
I was thinking about the gifts I've given him.
What have you given me?
I gave you a Ted Lasso jersey because I knew that was your favorite show and personalized it with
Wow.
his name on the back.
God, thank God I haven't given that to Goodwill, and I still have it in my drawer.
like the gifts I give to Shannon?
That was an accident, and I bought a new one from you.
Congratulations on getting through high school without getting pregnant. Happy graduation from Mojo in the Morning. Don't miss this.
When we come back here next, busting a cheater in the War of the Roses. How many times are you going to let a guy cheat before you finally leave him? War of the Roses after the dirty. And what's breaking in the dirty?
I was going to tell you,
Shannon's
going
going
to
to tell us. See this? God's getting back at Shannon. She's choking right now. Your chance to win Chris Brown tickets after Shannon's dirty. Get something to
Thanks
drink.
for letting me know you were cheating with your jealousy and crazy accusations. Another world-famous War of the Roses happens at 7:40 on Mojo in the Morning. Channel 955. It's Mojo in the Morning's Motor City Traffic.
You good for traffic?
I think so.
Okay.
726, 53 outside right now. We're going to see clouds all day today and highs barely reaching that 70-degree mark. Out in the streets right now, a double left lane closure slowing things down. Eastbound 696 from Orchard Lake to past Franklin Road, and a little bit of slow traffic 94 eastbound between Michigan Avenue and 14th Street. That's your Channel 955 traffic on Mojo in the Morning.
Channel 955.
An iHeartRadio station.
This report is sponsored by Rocket. Rocket.com is the new home for all things home ownership. Whether you're buying your first home, finding your next one, or unlocking home equity to fund one of your dreams, there's only one destination that has everything you need to get started, all under one roof. Get started today at Rocket.com. Rocket, own the dream.
Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons wants to remind you that every one of us loves to be active, especially this past weekend with our 3-day weekend. And when you are more active, whether you're golfing or you're playing baseball or softball, you end up getting injured. And where do you turn? You got to turn to Michigan Orthopedic Surgeons and their urgent ortho cares. Their urgent ortho cares make it more convenient. to see an orthopedic surgeon or a big doctor to be able to see what is going on. A big sprain, maybe even a break. What do? Michigan orthopedic surgeons and their urgent ortho cares are ready for you with late hours during the week and weekend hours on Saturdays. Find out more when you go to miorthosurgeons.com. That's miorthosurgeons.com. Michigan orthopedic surgeons and their urgent ortho cares.
The city.
Las Vegas.
Vegas, make some noise!
The event.
Our legendary iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
Live.
Welcome.
One stage.
2 nights. The biggest stars in music return this September.
To make history.
The world's biggest artists are taking this stage.
Stream live only on Hulu.
I said, woo!
Listen right here as the star-studded lineup is revealed.
Tuesday morning, June 3rd.
At 8.
This hour is sponsored by Sam Bernstein Law.
After an accident, there are 2 types of people. Those who got the Bernstein advantage and those who wish they did.
Hi, Matt Garco here with Bill Brown Ford in Livonia. Right now, we are making it easier than ever to get behind the wheel. For a limited time, it's employee pricing for everyone on a full lineup of Ford vehicles. Pay the same price that Ford employees pay. And with over 100 years in business, you know you're buying it from a dealer you can trust. Plus, Bill Brown Ford has been named the #1 Ford dealer for 4 straight years. Visit BillBrownFord.com. Bill Brown Ford, where everyone gets employee pricing.
#1 Ford dealers based on Ford's new total retail sales reports for 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024.
Buckle up for Top Thrill 2 at Cedar Point, the world's tallest and fastest triple launch coaster. Then shift into gear as you reach rubber-burning speeds of 120 miles per hour, soaring 420 feet into the sky on the world's only vertical speedway. Race over to cedarpoint.com to grab your 2025 Summer Pass and get unlimited visits through Labor Day. Just 5 payments of $18 plus free parking. After initial payment plus taxes and fees. Online only.
Spring is in bloom, and so are casino thrills at BetMGM Casino. Say goodbye to winter blues and hello to a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 on the house. Play your favorite games like blackjack and roulette with a live dealer, or check out exclusive shots like MGM Grand Millions and the Wizard of Oz Over the Rainbow. Only available at BetMGM Casino. Whether you're taking a walk or waiting for your train to come, you can enjoy the thrills of BetMGM Casino right from the palm of your hand. Download the BetMGM Casino app today and get a piece of the action. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly and offer resources to help you make appropriate choices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Must be 21 plus. Michigan only. Please gamble responsibly. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable site credit/bonus bets unless otherwise provided in the applicable terms. Rewards subject to expiry.
Listen to Channel 955 anytime. Free on the iHeart app.
Presented by Top Dog Law. Top Dog get you top dollar. Go to TopDogLaw.com. That's TopDogLaw.com.
Summer savings are here at Going Gone by Dick's Sporting Goods. Score up to 70% off styles from top brands like Nike, Adidas, Jordan, Kalia, and more. Discover new markdowns and arrivals every week. Hurry in and save big on summer styles at your Going Gone.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out?
It's Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people and pets. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Weeds die by the next day. Find Spruce wherever weed killers are sold.
Citizens, since we each upgraded to Xfinity in our homes, the Wi-Fi has been booming. It's fair to say our town has officially become a boomtown.
Mayor, will I be able to drop into multiplayer gaming battles with low lag?
The lag won't be an issue, but your questionable skills may be.
And what if I have hundreds of devices on the Wi-Fi? Purely hypothetical.
Seems like a lot, but sure, hundreds of devices all booming together with the Xfinity Gateway. Yes, friends and neighbors, with Xfinity, the Wi-Fi is booming.
The Wi-Fi isn't the only thing that's booming. Now get the most reliable Wi-Fi and our best-in-class equipment for one consistent price for 5 years guaranteed. All in. Plus, get unlimited data included and no annual contract. All with the 5-year price guarantee from Xfinity. Visit Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. New residential customers only. Select plans only. Xfinity Gateway with X5 Complete required for unlimited data except in certain areas. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on OpenSignal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024. Actual speeds vary.
Injured? Call 1-800-CALL-SAM because we're Michigan's most experienced personal injury law firm.
More Mojo in seconds.
Buying a car can be tough. We know this. You don't know who to go to, which car is the right car for you, or if the people selling you the car are trying to scam you out of cash. But if you are looking for a car buying experience that is simple, fun, fast, and easy, head to Zott Ford in Holly, where not only do they do it different, they do it better. Now through the end of June, it is employee pricing for everyone on almost every new Ford on the lot. That means that you could save up to 25% off the sticker price during Zott Ford's biggest sales event of the summer. And it gets even better. Zott wants what you've got. Bring in your trade or any vehicle, and they'll pay over market value even if you're not buying from them. It's all happening now at Zott Ford in Holly, where Stevie G got the best deals in the D.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless.
A cloudy start to the week,
Straight
a high
talk
temp
might
today
not-
of 70 tomorrow. Expect some scattered showers in the forecast and temps down near 60.
Straight Talk might not be on your shopping list, but it should be. Next time you're grabbing some milk off the shelf at your local Walmart, stop by the Straight Talk aisle and switch to real unlimited data. It's quick and convenient. It won't even take up room in your cart.
This hour of Mojo in the Morning is powered by David Femininio. Get David, get paid.
The summer vibes are already here, and iHeartRadio's got you covered. Dive into summer hits commercial-free on Songs of the Summer Radio. Hit play on summer playlists for road trips to pool days like Summer Party. And yeah, podcasts so good, you can zone out in the shade. Just open the free iHeartRadio app and find your next summer preset now.
Live from the Planet Fitness Studios. Planet Fitness, judgment-free and just $15 a month.
This hour on Channel 955, powered by Michigan Auto Law. Auto accident attorneys. Visit autolaw.com.
That's autolaw.com.
I had a struggle during that commercial break just trying to keep everything together. Wow.
Cheat and you'll get caught. It's the War of the Roses in minutes on Mojo in the Morning.
All right. Done with commercials. That's it for over an hour. We're going to be commercial free. How does that make you feel, huh? I like it.
Yippee.
Yes. No commercials. We love them.
Commercials.
All right. 844 Mojo Live, 844-665-6548. Win tickets to see Chris Brown at Little Caesars Arena this summer, part of our Mojo concert series. Chris Brown, 844 Mojo Live. Actually, not Little Caesars, Ford Field. Guys got, man, that's a lot of seats to fill there. Chris Brown. How was the weekend, by the way? I didn't get a chance to see the weekend. Did any of you guys go?
Zach went.
Zachariah?
I don't mess with the weekend no more.
Why? What's going on with the weekend?
I think he'd be into demonic stuff.
Oh, because he wears red stuff and things like that?
No, I've seen a couple of performances where it seems like, I don't know, he puts himself in a position and it's fire and brimstone all around him.
Oh, really?
Zach,
that's my interpretation.
Zach, are you now the devil? Did you go?
I'm the devil. No, it was okay. I'm not a big fan of Ford Field concerts.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. If I didn't hear the song every hour on the hour, I wouldn't have known the words.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Bad sound.
It's just it was too big, huh? Too big of a venue? But it's funny because I've seen a couple of concerts at Ford Field. I think I saw Eminem years ago. I thought it was actually not bad. But
where were you sitting, though?
Well, where do you think?
First row.
Close to the parking lot. I know people think it's weird. I actually would rather not sit close to the stage because, because I want to get out of there fast.
I get that. It's just I rather know.
Ford Field's tough.
Yeah, I'd rather see like people sweat. Like, I want to see the whole experience.
I actually, I like the convenience of being able to be, when I go to Little Caesars, I'll give you an example. Section 126, towards the top area there, or one of those club areas.
Yeah.
So I can get right in there, get out, boom, in my car in about 5 minutes.
And you can sneak out of there, too. Like, you don't have to move people.
Well, we have tickets to go see Chris Brown. And you got a chance to win. 844-MOJO Live.
Mojo in the mornings, Dirty on the 30.
All right, Shannon, what do you got in this hour? It's Dirty on the 30.
Well, Demi Lovato got married over the weekend in Santa Barbara, California. Don't know if you saw any of those photos from her wedding. She and Jordan Lutz are now husband and wife. They've been together for a couple of years. They met when they were working together on her album Holy F. Obviously, can't say the whole name, but yeah, it was a small ceremony in Santa Barbara. She wore 2 different Vivienne Westwood dresses. One for the ceremony, one for the reception. The dresses of her dreams.
That is,
but she looked beautiful.
The thing now at weddings. Thank God I got married years ago and I didn't have to worry about that, because that would have been an expensive wedding. But now all the brides have 2 different dresses. And I think that it seems interesting that everybody's trying to cut costs on a lot of stuff, but they're spending a lot of money on that stuff.
I've been seeing a lot of stuff on social that said Demi Lovato had the same dress as Miley Cyrus had.
Did she?
Oh, I gotta look.
I've been seeing that a lot on social.
I gotta look, yeah. Diddy's legal team is trying to wipe a huge moment from Kid Cudi's testimony. They're asking the judge to strike everything from the record about Cudi's Porsche getting bombed with that Molotov cocktail, claiming it is all based on suspicion, not proof. His lawyers argue that Cudi's claims about Diddy's alleged involvement in that 2012 car explosion in his driveway are nothing but opinion and therefore shouldn't be allowed in court. So basically they're saying Cudi thinks Diddy did it, but there's no hard evidence, no confession, no receipts.
Hearsay. Objection, Your Honor.
Cudi told the court he quote-unquote knew Diddy had something to do with the Molotov cocktail attack on his Porsche after ending things with Cassie Ventura, but admitted there were no witnesses' fingerprints or proof linking Diddy to the arson.
I don't know how I watch court shows, and they'll say the jury is to ignore that. How do you ignore something that you heard?
Yeah, strike that from the record,
BS.
or we're not going to allow this voicemail or this photo.
Yeah.
They already saw it and heard it.
Yeah.
It's going to figure into their decision no matter what. Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark out for at least the next 2 weeks with a left quad strain. Fever coach Stephanie White said she wasn't sure when the injury happened, but that Caitlin reported some pain in her leg after the team's loss to the New York Liberty on Saturday. She subsequently underwent an MRI and was diagnosed with that strain. That sounds painful.
First time that she's been injured in her entire career, which is just a shocker.
Really?
Over the weekend, one of my favorite videos was the Angel Reese missing about 1 million shots in a row video. If you've never seen it, go Google it. It's hysterical. And then the Brittany Griner video of her F-bomb and the referees at halftime of the game. The WNBA has got a lot of viral stuff going on right now.
You got to pay attention,
more action.
Bro. It is a lot of energy in the dub.
And this video went viral over the weekend. I'm sure you've all seen it by now. French President Emmanuel Macron is downplaying the video that shows him and his wife Brigitte getting ready to walk down the steps of an airplane. And you can see her. They open the aircraft door and she from the side shoves him in the face really, really hard as they're getting ready to deplane. He denied that it was some sort of argument, that it was some sort of domestic scene, and he said, that's just nonsense. We were just joking around.
What do we think that
he's basically
is?
saying it looks worse than what it actually was.
Oh, bro.
I mean, that was a hard shove right to the face. Not even like the shoulder.
Yeah.
You know,
ain't know that we was playing around. You see how shocked he was?
Would you mess with her?
No, look, she top heavy.
She
and
looks
not
like
in the breast. She got the shoulders of an ogre.
She is a woman that I would not mess with.
She lifts weights, bro. She yoked.
That didn't look like a joke to me.
No, that's a real picture of the two.
No, I'm saying the shove. Did not look playful to me.
That's
I hate when they come out and just
domestic violence right there.
Exactly, and you can tell from his face after it happened that he realized he was in the sight of cameras, and he looked shocked.
Yeah.
Like, I should wave now.
Yeah.
And play the part. Nah, bro. She smacked. She probably beat on him.
Listen to the podcast and catch up on anything that you missed. Search Mojo in the Morning in the free iHeartRadio app.
Celebrity Dirt. Directly from the source. It's Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
Your call may be monitored or recorded.
All right, tickets to go see Chris Brown in concert. Let's go to Melissa from Pontiac. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you, Melissa. Did you have a good weekend?
I did. What about you?
It was fantastic. Got to sleep in yesterday. It was awesome. It's nice to be able to sleep past 3:30 in the morning. We have tickets for you. Congratulations. You're going to see Chris Brown.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Thank you.
You're welcome. Who are these tickets for? Are they for you?
Yeah, me and my daughter.
I love it. What's your daughter's name?
Deanna.
Hello to Deanna. You're going to see Chris Brown. The concert is happening Ford Field. Tickets are available right now, Ticketmaster.com. This is for the show on August the 8th. It is sold out. That show is sold out. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hang on the phone for just 1 second. I love that song.
Okay.
That's the new song from Chris Brown there, Residual, that we're playing. All right, War of the Roses. If you suspect that you're being cheated on, text cheater to 95500 and we will get you on the War of the Roses.
Catching cheaters and proud of it.
Ow, I'm sorry.
It's your home for War of the Roses on Mojo in the Morning.
The War of the Roses this morning. Is this a crazy coincidence or do we have a cheater here? On the phone with us is Sarah. Sarah?
Hey.
Is this your husband that you think is cheating or who is this?
Yeah, it's my husband. We've been married for 13 years.
Okay. And the interesting thing is you think he's cheating possibly with your coworker?
Yeah, one of my coworkers is a woman that he used to date, and that's been a really uncomfortable situation for me. And I just recently heard from another coworker. They overheard this woman that he used to date talking about how she's seeing a new guy, and she's really excited about it. And I think it's my husband.
And it's the way that they described the relationship or you heard about the relationship, everything sounds like your husband.
It does. So this woman that he used to date was saying that her new boyfriend just got a new car and my husband just got a new car. And she was saying it was a Jeep and my husband's car is a Jeep. It just really sounds like him to me.
It's really interesting to think that you have to work with this person. So not only is this going to be an awkward situation where you're going to be calling your husband up to see where he's going to send a dozen free roses, but you're also accusing a coworker of cheating with your husband.
Well, the really hard part, too, is that he had cheated with her in the past. This was it was a few years ago, and we worked through it. We went to counseling. It made it extra hard for me to see her at work, but I worked it out with my husband, but he has cheated with her before, and that's why I just really feel like it's started up again.
Wow. He doesn't work with you guys, right?
He doesn't. No, just his ex-girlfriend.
So he met this woman through you in your work?
They had dated before we got married, and I was always a little bit jealous kind of while we were talking about getting married, but he said no, it was all over, it was finished. And then we moved, and I got a new job, and I started working with her. And so we had contact with her again, and I talked to him about it at the time. He told me not to worry about it, but then he did end up cheating with her.
Oh, my gosh.
Isn't that crazy? We're going to be calling up your husband. We're going to be seeing where he sends a dozen free roses. We're hoping that the flowers go to Sarah. I want you to hang on the phone, mute your phone, and let us just do the call just to see where he sends them.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Don't say anything. Mute the phone. Here we go.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, is this Paul?
This is Paul.
Hi, Paul. My name is Nicole, and I'm calling from a new online floral company called rosesbloom.com. I'm actually calling with an offer for some free flowers for you. Do you have less than 60 seconds to answer 2 survey questions? We're going to give you a dozen long-stemmed red roses that can be shipped out today to the person of your choice anywhere in the country, totally free of charge to you. New business, just trying to get our name out there. Totally free.
Free? All right, I guess I do.
Okay. Have you purchased flowers in the last 6 months, Paul?
No.
Do you plan on purchasing flowers in the next 6 months?
No, probably not.
Okay. As a thank you for participating in that rosesbloom.com survey, I'm now authorized to provide you with that dozen long-stemmed red roses. And so I'm going to go ahead and get some information about who you would like these to be sent to. So a first and a last name to start.
Let's just say Rose.
That's the first name?
That's the first name, yeah. We're sending the flowers to Rose.
Okay. And what is Rose's last name?
Just Rose.
Okay. What is Rose's phone number?
It's 248.
Uh-huh. Okay, and what is Rose's relationship to you?
We're friends.
Okay. And so it's okay that the roses are long-stemmed red roses? Just making sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Paul, we offer something unique at rosesbloom.com, and that is a digital voice card that will be texted to Rose upon delivery. She'll be able to play it, know that she got some flowers, and then listen to the message that you're going to leave to know who the flowers are from. So this is just kind of in place of a paper card. It's a little bit more personal and kind of a nice touch that we think that we offer. So I'm going to go ahead and record that with you right now. Okay?
I just say my message.
Yep, I'm going to count you down, and you can make it as long as you want. It's just going to get saved as like a digital voice file and sent through text. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, here we go, Paul. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, hope this puts a smile on your face.
Okay, and she'll know your voice. You don't have to say from Paul.
I don't think so.
Okay, Paul, I also have to let you know that this call is being recorded for quality and training purposes. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I guess so.
Great.
I have to be now, don't I?
Well, I just needed that yes from you, but yeah.
Yeah.
Paul, I'm going to tell you one last thing, and then we're going to send those flowers off, okay? So I'm just going to jump on.
Send them off.
All right, we will. But real quick, I just wanted to let you know that while you have been sending the flowers to Rose, your wife, Sarah, has been listening into this conversation and just heard every word that you just said.
How?
This is the Mojo in the Morning Show, and she called us up to see where you would send a dozen free roses, and she just heard you send flowers to another woman. Is that the coworker? Sarah?
Yeah, that's her.
Wow. It was kind of a friendly, I don't know if it was romantic thing that he said.
And he said she would know his voice. So, yeah.
And again, he doesn't work with you guys. So he's obviously having interaction with her. So it's not.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like he talks to her every day. I mean, I guess he does, but not through work.
All right, I want you to hang on the phone, okay?
Okay.
Busted again. It's your home for War of the Roses. Mojo in the Morning.
War of the Roses. A quick question on War of the Roses here. Just I throw this out there. Possibly a serial cheater, possibly a guy that's gone back to this girl that he had once been in a relationship with before. How many times can this happen before you just say enough is enough? Maybe you've experienced this before, but how many times did they cheat on you before you finally just said, all right, this is it. You know, I'm out of here. 844 Mojo Live, 844-665-6548. And Another question I just wanted to throw out there. How weird would it be to work with somebody that had a relationship with your husband? Like, I was thinking about this. Here she is in her indication or her thoughts of why she thinks that it could be her husband cheating is. The story just sounds so similar. You know what I mean? Like everything about him, the car and, and all that stuff, the Jeep or whatever it was. Like at some point, how do you work with him? Like, and he doesn't work in that office. Like that's the part that's the weirdest thing, right? Like if all of a sudden you had somebody that was coming in between you and your, husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend, and then you find out that they get hired at your same company. Like, how do you deal with that? 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548 is our telephone number. 844-665-6548. Text is 95500 to get through to us. I feel bad for Sarah.
I'll say this. I've known that a woman has cheated on me one time. And the reason why I say I know is because obviously it could happen with other relationships I've been in. But it only took that one time for me. I was in her bed. Something was like, look at her phone. I looked at her phone, seen the text messages, and I was like, man, take me home, bro. And that was it.
See, I let a guy cheat on me over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Why'd you do it? Why do you think you did it? Like hindsight, right?
Yeah, because I had hope that he would work through it and it would get out of his system. And then once we made a commitment to each other, we ended up getting engaged. And I thought that would so stupid. Even talking about it now, I was so stupid. But I thought that he would change. I'd hope that he would change.
That don't seem stupid to me, though.
I couldn't work with him. Could you work with him? Could you work with the person that was cheating with your boyfriend? Hi, what's happening?
So I sent a text, and I said the wife, Sarah, needs to lay hands on this coworker. It's crazy. How do you sit in my face and talk about my man this, my man that, but you're talking about my husband? That job must be paying her a whole lot of money. Because why would you even want to work with the ex that he cheated with? But today would be my last day working there.
Well, and it seems like she was doing it purposefully, knowing that Sarah is, married.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Shannon.
And that's why today was my last day.
But Shannon, why do you put hands on her and not him? He the problem.
Both of them. He not exempt. No, he not exempt. But she knew, the girl knew what she was doing. This Rose chick, she knows exactly what she's doing. And I think it's diabolical that she is just, this is my man. But you know, see, that's the thing where they don't go after the girl. You only go after the girl when she knows, and she is aware. You're doing it on purpose. You're trying to make me jealous, and you're actively sleeping with my husband, and you know that that's my husband. But today would be my last day working here. He would be moving in with the girl, and I would be looking for another job.
Yeah, the talking about it at work is so blatant because you know that it could be overheard. You know it's going to get around. That's blatant.
You're flaunting it.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you for the call.
You're welcome. Bye, guys.
Sarah, has he contacted you in the time that we've talked?
Yeah, he just tried to dial in and I didn't pick up. I really don't want to talk to him right now.
When you guys had this happen before and you had to go through counseling, I can't imagine how hard that had to be. But was there ever hey, we need to not be working with this person or not in the same place with this person?
He told me I was being paranoid. I was willing to leave the job. I thought this isn't something that I want in my face every day. And he told me that, it was just a physical thing with her. I was being paranoid. I needed to calm down. So I kept my job.
Yeah,
and
so master manipulator.
It pays well, and yeah, exactly.
Wow. I want you to hang on 1 second, okay? And we're going to take some calls from some listeners, and we're going to have you talk off the air with some of our people.
Okay, thank you.
Cassie.
Hi.
Hi.
So, yeah, I was with someone on and off a lot longer than I should have been. He cheated on me a lot, and we were married for 3 years. And even after that, for almost 4, we were on and off, and we had a child together. I thankfully was finally smart enough to get out of there.
Wow. Who is the woman he was cheating with, or were there multiple?
There was multiple for a while. Same women, multiple women. And then after my son was born, I decided it's enough. You are too worried about be with them and spend time with them and not our newborn child. So
yeah. Oh yeah. So is he at least a parent in the picture?
Nah, he's got a total of 7 kids, and he doesn't see any single one of them.
That had to be a hell of a Father's Day. What's going on, Courtney?
Hey, how are you?
Good. What's going on? Where are the roses? Comments?
I was saying that at the end of the day, his loyalty, the husband's loyalty, is to Sarah, not to Rose. So I was agreeing with Shannon about putting hands on her. They really should be putting hands on him because he was the one that was supposed to. He gave his vow to her, not to,
Yeah, he's definitely the one that she needs to be on the straight and narrow. That Rose girl's hoping that there's a crack in the foundation there that could get him away from that girl.
But at this point, his loyalty is to himself. Like, he's not loyal to either of them. And Rose probably get cheated on, too.
Well, is she smart enough to realize that? Hey, Sarah wants to comment on Sarah. What's up, Sarah?
Hi. Well, I just agree with the caller that said put hands on Rose, but I also agree with put hands on the husband. You need to put hands on both of them because they both knew.
By the way, let's not even put hands on anybody just because I just don't want to get ourselves into any trouble. I don't want to be.
I don't want anyone to catch a charge.
Use a different phrase.
But
metaphorically, I guess, hypothetically, if she knew, she is just as in the wrong in the husband. And it sounds like with the comments that she's making at work that she is absolutely aware and that she's kind of antagonizing Sarah by doing so, because if you don't know and you're just playing it aloof, then it's, it's innocent. She really doesn't mean anything by it. But if she knows and she's just sitting there talking about my man got this, knowing that it's all the same stuff that Sarah's husband just got, there's probably not a stupid person. She's going to put 2 and 2 together, clearly, because here we are.
I don't, it's one of those things where they've got to work in a place that got a lot of people, because if it worked in a place like ours where we all see each other every single day, it would be tough to be able to go and see that person walking around the hallways. Desiree had this happen. We were talking about how many times can they cheat on you before you finally just had enough. What's up, Desiree?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My kids, it was about 20 different women.
Oh, Lord.
And I struggled with it for the longest time. And when I say women, I mean back to back. It was multiple. And, it sucks because the only way that I found out was having to go through your phone. And if I have to do that, then like my current husband now says, if you got to go through my phone, it's time to go. I haven't had that issue. But during the span of the relationship with their dad, it was turmoil, and I couldn't talk to anybody about it. He had the weirdest narcissistic personality disorder that I can. It's hard to really put it into words. He was evil. He didn't really care about anybody's needs except his own. And now with the children, I think he has 6, and he's only been involved in one of their lives.
Oh, that's so sad.
My children were 2 and 4.
That's sad. And you heard that caller earlier that said that they had 7. I mean, it's unbelievable, these guys.
Yeah.
Where do these guys find the money?
Well, and where is he meeting these women? Where was he meeting all these girls?
Hotels, at their houses. When I first found out about the first cheating, I was a year into the relationship.
Yeah.
And he told her that I was the maid. And this is before we even started having children. I was the maid. You can't afford a maid. How am I the maid?
Wow.
I never understood that. But he had a great way of talking women out of their drawers.
Unreal. What's his first name? Don't say his last, but what's his first name?
Oh, I'm a stating. I don't care.
No, don't say it. Don't say his last.
I won't say his last name. His first name is Damien.
Damien. Well, there you go. There you go. It's Damien, for God's sakes. The whole coworker situation is an interesting one. Dealing with coworkers in a cheating situation. A says this is going on at their office. You had to deal with coworkers that were cheating on each other?
Yes. So I had a coworker, and he had a girlfriend, but he was like the corporate office whore. And then I had a friend who was just like the married woman, stuck by her husband, was good. But one day she decided to give in to temptation, and they did it, and they were hanging out, and he wined and dined her. And then it was weird. We all had a bonfire, and she was there. They were acting like a couple. And then 2 days later, I had to choose sides on whose friend I was because it blew up because she caught feelings, and he went and messed with somebody else in the office, and she saw it, and she was just like so distraught. And I'm like, you're married still. What are you doing?
What did it mess up more, the marriage or your office? Did people in the office get screwed up more by the office? Isn't that wild? What kind of work did you guys do?
We just did corporate for an insurance company. So we all sat next to each other. We had a close friend group. We were all so cool.
It's amazing. You would think that would be kind of like a normal, tame job, but things get crazy, huh?
Yeah, and then he just went and messed with a bunch of other women, and we would hear how she hated it, and she was so disappointed. And I told her, don't catch feelings because he's a whore.
And I would actually be the guy on the other end that was just trying to get my insurance taken care of. Now I know exactly what these people are doing.
I'm on hold so long.
Unreal. All right.
WKQI Detroit. WSNX Muskegon Grand Rapids. WVKS Toledo. This is Mojo in the Morning.
Oh, Mojo, he's amazing.
Live. Mojo.
30. 20.
5, 4, 3, 2. 1. Ignition sequence start.
Let me take y'all back to the beginning.
This is it.
All right, you ready?
You're listening to Mojo in the Morning.
You're a doo-doo head. We got a big announcement to make. A big announcement that we are going to make right now here on the Mojo in the Morning show. Another giveaway that is going to change your life this summer as we bring back our Mojo in the Morning Summer of Cars, Cash, and Gas. And beginning next week, June the 2nd, that is Monday, I believe, right? You have a chance to win a brand new car. This summer, our friends over at Gordon Chevrolet on Ford Road there in Garden City, we're giving away a 2025 loaded Chevy Trax, and we're going to load it up with a whole bunch of gas and cash, giving you a chance to win a $50 gas card courtesy of Kroger Gas and all our friends over at Green Flame Tequila. So thank you to both of those guys for being part of that. And then you get qualified to win a 2025 loaded Chevy Trax or $20,000 cash. It is our summer of cars, cash, and gas, and we're giving it away starting next week. The grand prize will happen on Thursday, July the 24th. So we'll give you just about a month in a couple, 3 weeks of qualifications, and then we'll have the grand prize drawing. Which we play the Throwback Throwdown.
Yeah, and I'm
My
winning
anxiety
it. I'm winning this shit.
has already started.
Bro, who gives away more cars than we do?
I know, isn't
don't
it
think so.
crazy?
This is incredible.
The only people that give away more cars than we do is The Price is Right.
You come for the tickets, leave with a card. Come on, man.
Actually, we year after year, I think this is more than a decade of giving away cars with Gordon Chevrolet, and I think we've given away almost every make model of cars. And have you seen the 2025 Chevy Trax?
Nah, I'm about to Google it.
Google the Chevy Trax and see what they did to that car. Which, by the way, one of the biggest selling cars for General Motors right now is the 2025 Chevy Trax because of how affordable that car is. But they made that car look even better than ever before.
Nice dash.
Yes. I like it. By the way, if Mary Barra is listening, do we know if Mary Barra listens to the show?
What up, Mary?
I need Mary Barra's help. I want the new. I decided on what car I want because my lease is
because
coming
your
up.
lease is up.
My lease is up, and Gordon's where I go, and we're trying to get us into a brand new. I want a new Tahoe, but I want this super whatever the heck cruise that it has.
What does that do?
It's basically will drive itself. on the highways. I want that.
Tahoe does that?
Yeah, they have, yeah. I know it sounds crazy, doesn't it?
You don't want a Tahoe, though.
I want the Tahoe.
No, you want a Camaro.
No, I don't want a Camaro.
You do
I
want
can't
to
sit in a Camaro.
He said he wanted a Camaro. He said this last Thursday.
My dream was always been to have a Camaro. I'm too big for a Camaro.
You're
to
not
have
too
as an everyday
big for
car.
a Camaro, bro. You like half the size you was 2 years ago.
I don't want it. I want it, but I need Mary Barra. I need you. Does anybody knows Mary Barra?
Why do you need
tell
her?
Mojo. Because
Can't get 'em?
It's hard to get. I want a Super Cruise Chevy Tahoe, and that's what I'm looking for. And we're trying to get it. We're trying to get it right now. And I got to have it at Gordon Chevrolet because that's my dealership that me and my family have bought cars from for more than like 15 or 16 years. I don't even know. Maybe even longer than that. But Mike Porter's working on it right now. He's working diligently to find it.
Outside,
I figure I'm going right to the number one woman in the world.
Facts, Mary. Well, I mean, outside of Chelsea, obviously.
Outside of my wife, yes.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. What was the other thing? Oh, by the way, I'm starting to realize this. Can I call in sick to watch TV? I know this sounds weird to say this. So all I did this weekend was binge watch TV. I watched Sirens, and now I'm into Your Friends and Neighbors.
That's the one you told me to watch.
That's a banger.
Watch that one.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you watch the whole thing? Are you caught up now?
I haven't seen
episode,
the last
right?
episode. I think that drops tomorrow.
Well, today is the last episode of The Handmaid's Tale, and I have a very distinct feeling that my wife is cheating on me, and that Chelsea. And by the way, I would almost rather have her cheat on me sexually than cheat on me television-wise. But I have a feeling.
Don't you dare say one thing about that show because I haven't started this last season yet.
But I have, but The Handmaid's Tale comes out. It's done. It's done today. It's the last episode.
I feel like I'm going to see a spoiler somewhere too when I'm prepping for the dirty.
No. I don't think so. Charles.
What?
If you watch Handmaid's Tale before I get home, I will never talk to you ever again.
Oh, she's watching it now.
She on Hulu now.
You better not.
Perfect.
Or if you try to. So yesterday, Chelsea was out during the day, and I sat there all day in front of the television going, do I turn on Apple TV and start watching Your Friends and Neighbors?
I was gone for 2 hours.
You were gone for 2 hours. Do you know I sat there for 2? You know what I ended up doing for 2 hours? I watched like nothing television. I watched like infomercials on WDIV on Local 4. It was like some guy selling some tool or something. Like that's how bad it was for me. There was nothing on television. It was a holiday.
You could have gone for a walk.
Yeah.
It was
can't.
a beautiful day.
I can't.
You can walk. Your legs still work.
If I fall, I'll hurt myself. And you don't want me to do that.
True.
By the way, I'm showering by myself. I'm driving by myself.
Okay.
I got to you didn't even call to check on me today to see if I got to work safe.
I know. I just.
It was my first
I'm back
day.
to not caring.
It was like, this is like remember when the kids got their driver's license for the first time and they drove to high school and you followed them so that you knew that they got there safely? I can't believe you didn't do that with your own husband.
I know. Well, listen, it's not real until you can take out the garbage fully. And,
I'm almost back. I'm almost
I
back.
know.
So.
Well, you're almost back when you want to. We'll see.
No, I showered myself today. I dressed myself today. I did everything myself.
I still had to help you with your sling, but yeah.
She did. I can't get my sling around the back here without twisting myself and doing it. So I have to wear the.
Okay.
I got
better.
3 more weeks. I've been 3 on with the sling, 3 off with the sling. So, and by the way, this is one thing that's good about having shoulder surgery. You can watch anything you want to and get away with it, and nobody says it. Because all we do that's all I've been doing is watching television.
Don't you love
during this entire time? It was good. And you saw Your Friends and Neighbors?
Yeah, I love that show. I think it's a really good show.
I think I've got 2 more. Chelsea and I have 2 more episodes left, and then the last episode
What's it about?
Gets released.
I don't want to. A guy is going. I mean,
Doesn't matter. John
yeah.
Hamm is in it. That's all you need to know.
He is so good.
You a
looking.
big John Hamm fan?
Do you know that John Hamm and I are the same age? And Chelsea goes, "Really?" And I go, "What do you mean? What was the really for?" And she goes, "He just looks like so different age-wise than you." She basically was trying to say that John Hamm is better looking than me age-wise.
No, but yes, but no.
We're both 54 years old and look like we're both 20.
Right.
Right. All right.
I guess I could tell you because if you Google it, you see he got fired. He started stealing his neighbor's stuff.
Oh, okay. All right.
Keith, what's going on? It's Mojo in the morning. All I want to do, Keith, is go home right now and watch my last episode of The Handmaid's Tale and the rest of your friends and neighbors.
Mojo, you'll be fine. Just very quietly go on the computer, change the password. You won't know.
Oh, change my
and then
Apple
when you get
ID.
home,
That's
deep.
You just log in and be like, oh, there must have been an issue with the Roku or whatever.
She's listening to you right now, though.
You
Keith.
sound like a pro at this.
Oh,
She can hear you, Keith.
oh man. That should have been a pre-warning.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry, I should say that we're on a speakerphone right now, and she can hear you.
Oh, sorry, Chelsea. I didn't mean that. It was a joke.
Yeah.
It was a joke. If he does that any time in life, it wasn't from me.
But have you ever done that to your wife?
Yeah.
That is so funny, by the way. I love that.
She had never watched Breaking Bad, so.
I do think it's funny that couples. Honestly, I think it's more. There's more infidelity in catching ahead on a TV show than there is in any kind of, I don't know, flirting with somebody or cheating with somebody.
Have you ever done that and had
like
to fake
Handmaids, though.
I loved this season of Handmaids has been great, Chels.
Yeah, but you really didn't like it until I liked it, and
I-
then so it's
no.
kind of like
I don't like
you're
any show until you like it.
yeah.
I have to because we have to spend time together. This is how we spend time together watching TV.
Yeah, he's being nice and lovely to you.
Thanks, Keith. I appreciate it.
Happy life, Mojo.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. All right, Chelsea. I will notice if you watch it. I have an alert on my phone whenever the Hulu account goes on.
Okay, I'll tell you if I watch it, and I'll tell you how it ends. Watch out.
She will, by the way.
For real, she spoiled. You a spoiler, Chelsea?
No, but if he threatens me, I know how to play the game.
It is so.
She threw down the Uno reverse card.
That's right.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Love you, Chelsea. Love you, Keith.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye. Take care.
Love ya.
Bye.
Mojo. He's a moron, but he's a lovable moron. This is Mojo in the morning.
All right, it is Mojo in the morning. Shannon, one of my dreams came true.
Well, it didn't come true. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Last week after the show, just Mojo and I were in the studio, and you had mentioned that you had a dream about me.
I did. It was not a good one either.
Yeah.
She was in a bad place.
Really?
Well, it was like, so you're describing it to me, and then you were like, are you okay? How are you doing? Because this dream kind of has me concerned. And the whole time he's describing this dream, and not that I'm in like a bad place, but I am feeling very overwhelmed in my life at this point. And I'm going, yeah, that's true. Yep, that's true. And so then I feel like I talked your ear off for like an hour and a half after you told me about this dream, because I mean, there was a lot of truth to what you dreamed about.
Are you going to tell us the dream?
It was weird. No, because I don't want to divulge any of Shannon's stuff, but it was weird. It was another person on the show that needed help. And it was like, that's all I need
He's
right
like,
now.
You're not going anywhere, right?
I was like,
We're not losing you.
Soothsayer.
No, it was one of those situations where it was not a good situation. Like, and she was in a bad place.
Yeah.
You know how all of us have gone through some places and we all go, all right, we got to have a show meeting after the show meeting and talk about it. And we go through it, and it was like, but it was in my dream, and I woke up and I was like, Jesus. And so she that morning during the show was kind of quiet. Like, you know what I mean? Like we've all kind of had a goofy last few months, you know what I mean? Like where we all laughed and having fun and everybody's having a good time after the show's over with. And we do, this is wild to let listeners in on stuff. So the last, couple 3 weeks, we do our show. And then in the 9 o'clock hour, when we catch up on commercials, Kevin does his morning prayer, and we all kind of sit there and does, off the air, he does this thing, and we all sit there and do it, and we all kind of like, oh, that's cool. It was like kind of a cool moment that we have.
Yeah.
And then we have these moments where we all kind of will share stuff. But it was in my dream that we had the morning prayer. You walk out of the studio, and then Shannon's in like this horrible place. and it was whatever, and then is going through bad things. So as I'm telling her what my dream was, I'm looking at her going,
Oh, F.
"Oh, I think she has."
You can see it.
I don't think this was a dream.
She's got a lot going on.
Because I'm like, "Hey, Shannon, it was crazy. I had this dream last night. It was really wild. It felt so real." And I'm talking to her, and all of a sudden, has anybody ever had that where they dreamt about somebody or they had a dream about something going on, and it turned out that it was true that was happening, and then all of a sudden you're like, "Holy crap! I think I'm psychic."
Well, I didn't say that.
I think
slow down.
I think I'm like, what's her name? The lady that talks to the dead people?
Rebecca Rosen.
Right, Rebecca Rosen. Actually, I'm probably more Miss Cleo than I am Rebecca Rosen.
Mythic Mojo. There you go.
Right. Have you ever had that? Have you ever dreamt about something and then it happened?
No, but I feel like I have deja vu where I feel like I've experienced things before.
Yeah.
And then they actually come true. And it's happened a few times down to the words that I've used.
Oh, really?
And I've been so tapped in to where I realize in the moment, if I say this, I know what's going to happen. That's happened to me twice before. But never a dream where I woke up. Now, my mom, on the other hand, she like some type of prophet, something like she'll have something like, Kevin, this is going to happen like this and it'll come true. But I've never had a dream where I can say this is the future and it manifested.
I remember when I think I had just the day before taken a pregnancy test and found out I was pregnant with Smith and hadn't said anything to anybody. And my sister Jacqueline texted me that following morning and said, I had a dream that you were pregnant. It was wild. She's like, you're not pregnant, are you? And it was so crazy to me because I'm like, 6 hours ago just took a pregnancy test.
Deep. And by the way, that was part of my dream.
That was not part of this dream. That's not even possible. So, no.
That's deep.
Maddie, what's up? Hi.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good morning. What's going on, Maddie?
So when I was like 12, I had a dream that my mom and my stepdad were going to get a divorce. And I woke up crying, and my grandma lived with us at the time, and I told her why I was crying, and then I had this dream, and she goes, yeah, they filed for a divorce.
Oh my
gosh.
That's awful.
Yeah.
That's a horrible one. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, to know that, but they must have been going through something that you were overhearing.
Right.
You were hearing them fight and stuff. Yeah, somebody just texted in and said Mojo is clairvoyant. I didn't know that would ever be said in the same sentence. Mojo and clairvoyant.
You joke about that, but there have been several times when I feel like you've said something to somebody in this studio that you had a feeling that something was going to happen, or you had a dream, and you're usually pretty close or spot on.
I'm like, you know how they say that dogs can sense things, right? I've got that dog sense. I know when you're pregnant. I know when there's bombs. No, I don't know. What's going on, Amber?
Hi. Yeah, my mother-in-law, she would always dream of fish every time one of us kids were pregnant. And we went to go tell her with our first, and she's like, y'all are pregnant, aren't you? We're like, yeah. We didn't even get to surprise her. Yep, she already knew. And then we tried to surprise her with our second. We came up with our first, and she had a shirt on saying Big Sister. She's like, I already know, but that's a cute shirt.
Wow.
Wow. By the way, what kind of fish are we talking about? She said.
I think she said it was koi fish. Koi fish.
That's interesting. Like,
that was a good question.
I think of like a koi fish pond.
As long as it's not piranha.
Colleen, what's up, Colleen?
Hey, first time, long time.
Hey there, Colleen.
On the phone.
Hey. All right. So a few years ago, I dreamt that the stone on my engagement ring cracked in half. And the next day, the stone fell out of my ring.
Oh.
That's crazy.
And what did that mean then next? Did you
end
get
up
divorced?
getting married?
Well,
split up?
no. We're 100% married. Just celebrated our anniversary.
Okay,
I
good.
luckily found the stone. It was snowing that day, so the stone fell out, and I have an emerald ring, and I saw the green stone on the snow, picked it up, brought it to the jeweler, and fixed the ring.
See, that changes every day that I wake up now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To think about what I dreamed the night before. Like if something actually comes true and then I dream something at night, the next morning I'm watching out for everything.
You're
like it's Final
freaking.
Destination.
Yeah. Do you? That's an interesting one. I wonder if anybody's ever had that happen to them, where the ring, their diamond fell out of their ring, and it actually turned out that they started freaking out about either getting married or being married. Like they freaked out about their wedding. A lot of texters going, Shannon, are you going to tell us what's going on? I will say this, and I don't want to give you. My dream did come the day after you had that emotional
about Luce
moment on the show. Yes.
Honestly, it's not anything specific. I think, and Kev, I feel like you just went through this. I feel just like I have so much on my plate right now. I'm very overwhelmed. I kind of feel like I'm living in a fog. Like nothing seems very clear to me. I have, I talked about the Lucy thing with Lucy going from 5th grade to middle school, and that's just stressing me out because there's a lot of unknown there. She's totally switching schools. I have a stepson going to school. I have a family member that's ill. I have a friend that's ill. I'm still figuring out blending families and building a healthy marriage and what this new chapter of co-parenting looks like for me, because that has been quite challenging as of late. So just like all the things when you start to build them up and you're like, oh my God, I need to start unpacking all this. And so when you came to me with that, I was like, I'm telling you all this and you're going, why did I even say anything? I should have just shut my mouth.
Did you ever say to somebody and you go, hey, how you doing? And they actually tell you?
Even real?
Yeah. See? I told you I'd do that. I warned you.
Candace, what's up? Candace?
Hey. So I had a dream about my mother passing away before she actually passed away. And it was really freaky. Like, I didn't dream how she died, but I dreamed about how my sister and I would be notified. And maybe like about a month or so later, it didn't happen immediately, she died. And
Was she sick?
Exactly. No, she wasn't sick at all. She died in a damn car accident.
Wow, Candace.
That's a car accident. But that time I didn't know. But I knew that we would get a phone call, and then my sister would start screaming, and then I would pick up the phone, and somebody would say, your mom died. And it happened exactly like that.
Oh, my God.
That's too bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was so freaky. I was so, like, weirded out. I was, like, talking to all the pastors, trying to, like, oh, my God, what was that about? But, so, yeah, it does happen.
That's wild.
How did that affect your ability to grieve?
It did affect me because I thought, at first I was nervous. Like, I thought, like, maybe I was supposed to warn her. Maybe it was something that I was supposed to do. So I felt kind of bad at first, so I was really kind of going through it. And I went to grief counseling. So I kind of had to go to grief counseling to help me through it. So good question, Kev. It did affect my ability to grieve because I thought I was, I thought I was supposed to do something. It was my fault, I was young. So, but it was really intense. I mean, it was exactly like the dream, literally like word for word. Everything was the exact same. So it was really scary.
Thank you for the call. I appreciate it, Candace. Thanks so much.
Oh, no problem. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
All right.
Call us. 844-MOJO Live. 844-665-6548.
This is Mojo in the morning.
All right. It is Mojo in the morning. We do this every single post-holiday. We always ask the question on the post a big 3-day weekend. It doesn't make a difference what the holiday is. We always ask the question, why were the police called? And it's always something that we always end up getting great calls on. And I think one of the last really great ones was whatever the last 3-day weekend was, and it was a 3-day holiday. We asked, why were the police called? And we had unbelievable calls. I don't know if we'll get great calls this time. I'm just throwing it out there. But I want to ask the question, it was a holiday weekend. Why were the police called? Why did the police have to show up? Because it feels like the police have to work overtime on holiday weekends. It's usually something that ends up happening, and it doesn't make a difference. It could be Memorial Day, it could be the, 4th of July, Labor Day. 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548 is our telephone number. Can I give you some examples of past?
Yeah, please.
Why were the police called? And I want to know from this past weekend why the police were called. Why did you guys have to call the police? 844-MOJO Live. And if you're a first-time, long-time, tell us if you're a first-time, long-time. One of the last ones was we had to call the police to our cottage because we were up at the lake and our neighbor guy was peeing all over our flowers. That was one of them. Another one, why the police were called, had to call the police on my neighbor who came to our backyard barbecue but wasn't invited and ate all the food off of the grill. That was a great one. That one was I think a couple years back that somebody did that. Why were the police called? The police were called because too much Labatt's Blue. That was my favorite. Which, by the way, you know what I saw for the first time this weekend, too? And it wasn't like it was a spectacular weather weekend. I saw the lake police out.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I saw the lake police out there doing their patrols and stuff.
What do they do? What are they policing?
They get on there and they look at. Have you ever been on Cass Lake before, which is in the Metro Detroit area?
I don't know the names of these.
You want to
lakes.
go on? You want to go on a lake and see nothing but a bunch of crazy people? Go to Cass Lake and watch the police having to pull up by the sandbar and see all the people that are out there.
Are people just getting crazy, or
people have fun? Let's put it that way.
I mean, and I give props to the people who did not care that it really didn't even hit like 71 degrees yesterday. The pools, like a lot of the public pools opened and stuff, and people were swimming.
Yeah.
They were in their bathing suits. They did not care. It was Memorial Day, and they were still going to do their thing that they normally do.
But you have to understand something. We're talking about we live in a state where people wear shorts when it's 40 degrees outside.
No, I know.
I mean,
I know. I mean, Lucy and Smith went to the pool yesterday.
Oh, my God.
I was like,
this summer going to be wild.
You think so?
I promise you.
Why?
It's taking so long for the weather to break that when it finally does,
oh,
people
I
gonna
agree
lose
with
their
you.
mind.
Yep.
All right. Why were the police called? We want to know. 844 Mojo Live, 844-665-6548. Brandon, why were the police called?
So we were chilling on the back patio and just blasting music, singing some songs, having a great time. And all of a sudden, a cop singing over the pool fence, and he goes, "You got a noise complaint." We're all in our 30s and 40s, and as far as I'm concerned, that's mission accomplished.
Wait, what time of day or night was this that you guys got a noise complaint?
It wasn't too bad. It was like 11 o'clock or so, but apparently there is an older couple next door that was coming to sleep, and they weren't having it.
Are they new to the neighborhood? Because that to me seems like something you don't do in a neighborhood that you got to live in.
Yeah, no, actually, the guy who owns the house is pretty pissed because he's helps out this older couple a lot. And he's like, "I'll tell you what, guy, next time you ask me for help, I ain't coming."
Yeah. Right. Hey, guy. Hey, guy, we aren't coming out there. I can't believe that, a party of a bunch of 30 and 40-year-olds is getting a noise complaint. That seems like something crazy. Like that's one of those things where you go, hey, is there any way you can kind of keep it down? Why do you got to call the cops? And if I'm the cops, I'm not going out on a weekend to go tell somebody to turn the noise down. We had a noise complaint one time. We had a party inside of our house. That was the craziest part. Inside of the house, the party was going on. And we had a cop come up to the door and complained that people said that we were too loud. And I walk outside and I shut the door. I'm like, you can't hear a thing.
That cop just wanted to come to the party.
No,
the neighbors did.
No,
they weren't invited.
That was what I think it was. I think there was a lot of cars.
Hey,
I think there was a ton of cars on the street, and I think people were like that. They got a little nutty. A couple of texters here. Mojo, we were up north this weekend on Houghton Lake. I love my Houghton Lake people. And we ended up having to call the sheriffs because we couldn't get down our driveway. There were so many people at our neighbor's party. That's one of those ones where you're just trying to get home. 844 Mojo Live, 844-665-6548. The text 95500. Also another noise complaint one here that came through. Oh, this is great. I don't ever let the cops come to my door and talk to them. I just look at them through the ring cam, is one of the people here. What's up, Rick? Hi. What's going on?
Hi.
What's up, buddy? We're talking
Can you
about...
hear me?
Yeah, we're talking about why were the police called?
I flipped off my neighbor's video doorbell.
Wait,
and they called the police on you for that?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I swear to God, it was the funniest thing.
Why did you flip them off? You don't like them?
Well, he was just being rude to the kids that were playing catch with the baseball out in front.
Yeah.
It's a condo. He said they couldn't do that. I said, yeah, they can. I mean, and I just flipped it off. Why
Was
not?
there a threat that went along with that middle finger? I feel like there's got to be something more for them to call the cops.
Nothing else. No, nothing else.
What did the cops
Nothing
do
else.
when they came to you?
They didn't do nothing. They said you didn't do nothing. We just want to make sure it wasn't going to escalate into anything different. And I said it wasn't. And I told the cops, and they left.
Can I tell you something? You remind me of something. In my neighborhood, we used to have old man Krasnowski, which was across the street from us. He would get pissed at us for playing catch with baseballs or footballs. And if the ball was overthrown going into his yard, and he would scream at us for going to get our ball. And it wasn't like this guy had a great yard. I remember my dad one time getting all upset with him because his yard looked like crap. My dad was out there.
Well, this is a condominium. This was condominium, too.
Sure.
I mean, that's uncalled for. Let the kids play.
Yeah. What's going on? Wasn't that guy a kid at one time in his life or no?
I don't know. I don't know.
Probably not.
He was very ornery. He was not happy with himself.
Yeah. Thank you for the call. Appreciate it. Not as many calls this time as we did last time.
It was a very tame Memorial weekend.
It's
Where
got
were
to
the
be hot.
cops
It's
at?
got to be hotter outside.
Is that what it is?
Probably.
Everybody was inside.
The heat brings the wildness out of people.
Oh, here we go. Hold on a second. We got a couple more that have just recently come into. I'm looking at the phone lines going, man, the phone lines are light on this one this year. Usually we always get good ones. Hold on. Elise?
Yeah, so my 3-year-old drove his electric car in our neighbor's her yard. Next thing I know, the police are at my door knocking and said she called to complain that he was
giving lawn jobs with that little, like one of those little power wheels. That's crazy.
I know, right? I know. She doesn't even have a Martha Stewart lawn. I would feel bad if he was killing tulips or something, but it was so ridiculous. And he just said, "Oh, just make sure he stays in her own yard."
What town do you live in that they're wasting resources of the police on something like this?
No kidding. Little small town, one light, Almont. But we're
I've been in
riding
Almont.
strong. We still let them ride in her yard.
Almont seems like a town made up of people that, own,
Love each other.
like 4-wheel drivers and stuff like that. Like, what are you getting upset over a
I
kid
know.
with that? Unreal.
I know.
That's crazy.
I know. Love you guys.
Love you too. We love you too. Thank you. Appreciate it.
We love you too.
Hold on, another one here from Leah. Leah, are you there?
Yes, hello.
Leah, why were the cops called?
Because we're just shooting our guns, hanging out. We
What?
got targets the whole legal way. We live in the sticks. We got
Oh my
10
God.
acres. We're minding our own business, but
Oh,
they
okay.
claim
Wait.
we're on their
I
backyard.
thought she was going to be like, I live in Allen Park.
Wait a second.
And I'm like, that's an
Wait,
issue.
no. Still though, I don't know if I want it because you don't understand those bullets got to go somewhere.
Yeah, in the ground, behind the target.
Come on. So
And we
who?
shoot from the deck. We shoot from up top. Shoot
Yeah.
downwards. Usually they go
What-
right in the ground. No big deal.
Where's the sticks? Pontiac? Where are you at?
Holly.
Huh?
No, we're in Holly.
Holly's still not sticky.
I wouldn't, yeah.
It's still not
It's
sticky.
Rose Township.
Huh?
It's Rose Township. So it's it's the boonies. It's the sticks.
Okay.
Zod Ford is
I was
in
about to
Holly.
say, I'm going to ask Steve Gabbard.
Yeah.
He hearing shots.
That's crazy. You guys are out there
But they
shooting
said
your
that there
guns.
were people riding up and down the road. That's what the complaint from the cop
Yeah.
was. And their
Somebody's
car
worried
shooting
he's
from
going to
the
get
cars.
hit. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
No, we're responsible-ish.
We're ish.
There was a target. That's all you need. That's all he wanted. He's like, as long as you're shooting at a target, then you're good. Not just shooting it in the air like a bunch of freaks.
Okay. All
Bunch of
right.
freaks.
Here comes the county mounties out there. Get you.
It was state. We don't get county. It was state.
Okay. All right, Leah. Well, thank
Better
you.
make sure those guns are registered.
Hold on. That's Trump country, by the way, out there. What's going on, Jacob?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What's going on?
So we were throwing snaps, the adult snaps, at my son and I, and the neighbor had called the police on us, thought we were throwing firecrackers at each other, and the police had come, and we had to show them we were just throwing snaps, and they were like, we got called out for this?
I've never heard of adult snaps. I know the kid. I hate the kid.
No, those were kid snaps, weren't they?
No, he said adult.
Yes, they're like the adult snaps. They're like, they look like firecrackers and sound like firecrackers.
Yeah. You throw them on the ground and they go, pff, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like you could buy those at Kroger, but I think the ones he's talking about are a little different.
Wait, they
Or
have,
Pro fireworks, you can get them at Pro.
Yeah.
so they're actually bigger than the ones that you can buy at the Kroger.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, those are actually fireworks.
Yes, that's, yeah.
What's up, Brad? How you doing, Brad?
Not too bad, sir. Over the weekend, I was at a car meet in Grand Rapids, and the car scene has got out of hand over here with these midnight takeovers and stuff.
Yeah.
And these two kids come and told me they were going to jack my Corvette and pulled a knife on me.
Oh,
so I ended
Now,
up
this is
holding
real
them
crime.
at gunpoint.
Wait, hold on. Stop for a second. This is Grand Rapids? This is going on in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, it's Grand Rapids.
Hold on. Now we got
So
some real crime.
They pulled a knife on you. You pulled out your gun.
Yes.
What happened next?
I held them at gunpoint and dialed 911 and told them they better get here before these kids ended up in the casket. And that's all I said. And they were immediately there.
Wow. That's unreal.
Our car scene in Grand Rapids has got out of hand with these midnight takeovers. These kids are all carrying guns at 13, 14 years old and knives, and they think they can just intimidate anybody.
That's amazing. So when you're talking about the car, you guys are just showing off your cool cars and driving them, and then the kids are trying to carjack you or something, huh?
Yes, yep. It happens quite often over in Grand Rapids.
By the way, I'm telling you, everybody's got guns these days. That's why I'm not yelling at anybody that honks at me in a car next to me.
Call an ambulance.
No,
but this is one though. This is one though. Honestly, I will say this to you. I give you props, man. It's your property, right? These guys want to steal your property. I bet you that kid holding the knife probably crapped himself when he saw you pull out a gun.
Yeah, they did pretty much.
Yeah.
They tried to tell me they were joking, and I said I don't take that as a joke.
What did the cops say when they came out there? Were they upset with you for pulling your gun out, or did they tell you that you had the right to do it?
Not at all. Not at all, because of the past events that's happened in Grand Rapids with people being shot at these car meets and
God,
stuff.
I had no idea.
Wow.
The kids ran, right? They didn't wait for the cops to get there.
No, they did not.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Shout out to everybody listening to us on 104.5 SNX.
The station that ratings are shooting up.
Wow. That's crazy. These car clubs and stuff. Man. All right. Well, thank you for the call. I appreciate it.
You betcha, Mojo. Thank you.
Crazy weekend.
Tell me about how we cheated on you 5 times already and is doing it again. Another world-famous War of the Roses happens at 9:40 on Mojo in the Morning.
All right. We're giving away tickets all this week to see the Jonas Brothers with Marshmello. Going to be at Comerica Park, home of our Detroit Tigers. Did you see Tarek Skubel's big performance? Complete game, 13 strikeout.
103?
103-mile-an-hour fastball to end the game in the 9th inning. Unreal.
Are we all going to the game tomorrow?
Yes, we are.
The boss is taking us to see the Tigers play the San Francisco Giants tomorrow. Isn't that nice? A little outing?
Can't wait.
All right, 844-MOJO Live. Win tickets to go see the Jonas Brothers at Comerica Park. Tickets available right now, Ticketmaster.com, or win them from us.
Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
All right, Shannon, what you got next this hour's Dirty on the 30?
Swifties are waking up still disappointed. They had been crossing their fingers that last night's American Music Awards would include a Reputation Taylor's version announcement. It did not.
Oh.
Sadly, it did not. So we still don't have a release date for the re-recorded version of her 6th studio album, and she got big-time snubbed, losing in all 6 categories that she was nominated in. I think I read somewhere it was the first time in 18 years or something crazy that's happened. Billie Eilish, Beyonce, Eminem, a few of the winners at last night's awards. Billie winning in all 7 categories where she was nominated, including Artist of the Year. Beyonce picking up some awards in the country categories. Favorite female country artist, favorite country album for Cowboy Carter. Post Malone winning his first country trophy. Eminem taking home his first AMA trophy in 15 years for favorite male hip-hop artist and favorite
Favorite
hip-hop
male hip-hop
album.
artist. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think it's been 23 years
He beat
since
Kendrick
I won my
Lamar?
first
Yeah.
AMA.
Well, he beat Drake. Was Kendrick
And I'm
in that?
24 years
Yeah.
old. That's crazy.
Really?
Insane.
Seriously, man, thank you to the fans. Thank you to everybody who voted for me. I appreciate
Interesting.
y'all.
That's an interesting win there, huh?
Love her. Gracie Abrams taking home New Artist of the Year.
I think the reason this means so much to me tonight is because I know this is a fan-voted award, and so this belongs to the community of people who I have been lucky enough to learn from over the past
Nobody
few
was
years
there.
of putting
Everybody was accepting their award on video. Janet Jackson was present to accept the Icon Award and also gave her first televised performance in over 7 years.
So let's shake it off.
You know what's funny? The iHeartRadio Music Awards gets better
Oh my gosh.
guests than this thing.
By far, yeah. Jennifer Lopez also there, kicking off the show by making out with some of her backup dancers. You've probably seen those memes going around this morning. Also made the announcement she is kicking off a Vegas residency later this year. Former NASCAR driver Danica Patrick made a very interesting claim about her former boyfriend, Aaron Rodgers, when talking about their relationship on the Sage Steele show. Listen to this.
The nature of the relationship was emotionally abusive, so that wore me down to nothing. Someone that, people could never imagine that I would lack any confidence or belief in the simple things about who I am. Everything was torn to bits.
She made this comment about how he leaves a trail of blood wherever he goes. And she didn't mean that literally, but just a really toxic person. She said the relationship did teach her she needed to show up for herself better and take care of herself better. And Jason Derulo causing some online controversy. Did you see this random AI generated image that he posted? It was a photo that showed Chris Brown at Rihanna's gender reveal party, and Rihanna never had a gender reveal party. So it shows Chris giving Rihanna this gift while A$AP Rocky is standing right there smiling. And a lot of fans are saying, why would you do that? That's so evil given the history between Rihanna and Chris Brown. Obviously, he assaulted her back in 2009. So the comments were just saying, what was the purpose in posting this very random fake photo?
Weird.
I don't know.
He had nothing else to do over the weekend. He needed things to do.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, for all of today's Dirty Catch Up by checking out the podcast, search Mojo in the Morning in the free iHeartRadio app.
Go. Celebrity Dirt. Directly from the source. It's Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
All right, give away a pair of tickets here. Candy is a winner. Congratulations.
Yeah, Candy.
Candy, we're setting you up with tickets.
Yay, I'm so excited. I can't believe I actually won.
Well, we can because guess what? You're the 95th caller and you're going to see the Jonas Brothers. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I already had tickets, but they were for really far in the back area. Me and my sister and my best friend were going to go.
Wow.
As a
So what are you going to do now?
bachelorette type thing.
Will you give them to somebody else then? Trade up?
I don't know. We might have to work something out with the three of us.
All right,
Hopefully
good.
we can find a ticket near the ones that you give me.
Okay. Well, hang on. Talk to Lydia. She'll help you out with all the tickets. I feel like I'm your StubHub right now. Hang on one second. That, by the way, sounds like somebody that works here at the radio station.
Really?
Can I get the better tickets so I can give this person these tickets? All right, we got more tickets, by the way, tomorrow for the Jonas Brothers. Listen at 8:30 for your chance to win. Next hour, Tate McRae sold-out tickets. We'll be right back.
Add the Mojo in the Morning show to your presets on our free iHeartRadio app. And never miss a show.
Channel 955. It's Mojo in the Morning's Motor City Traffic.
All right, so enjoy today. And I say that because it looks like we're going to have wet weather, scattered showers in the forecast every single day this week through Sunday. Sunday is our next sunny day. And today we're not even seeing a lot of sunshine. 57 degrees at the moment, clouds, and a high temp of 71. Out in the streets, we have an accident blocking the right lane. 75 northbound after Sashabad, the left lane blocked by an accident. Westbound 96 to Jeffries at Levan. You are going to see some stop and go traffic there from Merriman. An accident, the Davison at Livernois. And some areas of slow traffic, about a 10-minute backup, 94 eastbound between Lanyo and 75. And an accident blocking the left lane. That's causing a delay eastbound 96 to Jeffries after Beach Daily. That's your Channel 955 traffic on the Morning.
Channel 955.
An iHeartRadio station.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hurry into DQ for their sauced and tossed chicken strip baskets with flavor from the top, bottom, and everywhere in between. Try them today in Honey Barbecue or New Buffalo, only at DQ. Happy tastes good, only at participating Dairy Queen locations.
Hey, let me talk about Reynolds Orthodontics. If you need an orthodontist, I want you to go to somebody that I trust. I want you to go to great people that are doing so much for the community. Our good friends over at Reynolds Orthodontics, they've got appointments available. You can go to myamazingsmile.com. But I want to mention this. They're changing lives through smiles with Project Mariposa. It's a life-changing initiative that Dr. Reynolds and his entire team have put together. And their mission was to give a smile to everyone, even if they couldn't afford it. And they have awarded over $1 million in smiles to people that maybe just like you. Maybe you could be one of the people that they can help out with Project Mariposa. If you're interested and want to see if you qualify, go to myamazingsmile.com/PM for Project Mariposa. Learn more about what everything these guys are doing in making things better in this world when you go to Reynolds Orthodontics. Rochester, also Novi, West Bloomfield, and Troy. Reynolds Orthodontics. myamazingsmile.com.
The city.
Las Vegas.
Vegas, make some noise!
The event.
Our legendary iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Presented by Capital One.
Live. Welcome. One stage.
2 nights. The biggest stars in music return this September.
To make history.
The world's biggest artists are taking this stage.
Stream live only on Hulu.
I said, woo!
Listen right here as the star-studded lineup is revealed.
Tuesday morning, June 3rd.
At 8.
This hour is sponsored by Sam Bernstein Law.
Injured? Everyone knows Call Sam will fight and win for you. Get the Bernstein advantage.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. And when it comes to music, change is all around us. Songs are rewritten. Classics are remixed. Bands and artists come and go. Even our taste in music changes. Here at Xfinity, we know there's still good in keeping some things the same. That's why we want to do our part with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. It means no matter what changes, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi with our best equipment included for a price that stays exactly the same. Surprised? Life is full of them. One internet price, 5 years, guaranteed. Learn more at xfinity.com/deals. Restrictions apply. New residential customers only. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. Most reliable Wi-Fi based on Open Signal Awards USA. Fixed Broadband Experience Report, August 2024.
Huntington is banking that just clicks. Like asterisk-free checking. An account that's filled with features, but no monthly maintenance fee, no matter what. Because it's your money, right? So we think you should keep it. It's just one more way we're looking out for people every day. Is your bank looking out for you? Maybe it's time to switch. Visit your neighborhood Huntington branch or make the switch at huntington.com/yourmoney.
This is Secret Clinical dominating extra stinky stress sweat. And this is regular deodorant. Secret Clinical in a heat wave. Oh, what a beautiful day. This is regular deodorant. Ugh, I can't. Secret Clinical with workout sweat. Let's run another marathon. And regular deodorant. How much more? Secret is the GOAT because nothing fights sweat better. Stay fresher under pressure.
Summer savings are here at Going Gone by Dick's Sporting Goods. Score up to 70% off styles from top brands like Nike, Adidas, Jordan, Kalia, and more. Discover new markdowns and arrivals every week. Hurry in and save big on summer styles at your Going Gone.
Ever sign up for a phone plan thinking, wow, great price, and then a few months later, it's like, surprise, your bills doubled? With Boost Mobile, you pay $25 a month forever. That's unlimited talk, text, and data starting at just $25 a month. No price hikes, no contracts. Plus, with Boost, you're on America's newest 5G network. Head to your local Boost store today and get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Listen to Channel 955 anytime. Free on the iHeart app.
Presented by Top Dog Law. Top Dog get you top dollar. Go to TopDogLaw.com. That's TopDogLaw.com.
For a lot of us, saving up a down payment can be the biggest barrier to buying a home. So Rocket Mortgage is lowering down payments to 1% for eligible home buyers with One Plus. Because everyone deserves their shot at the American dream. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to get a head start on your starter home.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Get Memorial Day savings now at the Home Depot with free delivery and up to 40% off, plus up to an extra $450 off select appliances like Whirlpool. Store dinners and keep your coolers iced for sports practice with the large storage and ice capacity of a Whirlpool refrigerator from the Home Depot. Celebrate Memorial Day with savings on select appliances right now at the Home Depot. Free delivery on appliance purchases of $396 or more. Offer valid May 15th through June 4th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce.
It's Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people and pets. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Weeds die by the next day. Find Spruce wherever weed killers are sold.
After an accident, there are two types of people. Those who got the Bernstein advantage and those who wish they did.
More Mojo in seconds.
Hey, it's Kev here, letting you know about Total Wireless, the wireless provider that is truly in your corner. See, Total Wireless has unlimited phone plans starting at $25 a month per line when you get 4 lines. But the best part? Total Wireless is running on the #1 network in Detroit, so you get unlimited data that never slows you down. So what are you waiting for? Stop by your nearest store today. In times of traffic, your data may be temporarily slower. Additional terms apply. Rankings based on Root Metrics, Detroit Root Score Report, first at 2025.
This report is sponsored by MyMichiganRoof.com.
A cloudy start to the week, a high temp today of 70 tomorrow. Expect some scattered showers in the forecast and temps down near 60.
Shayna Roofing, Michigan's roofing experts that offer transparent pricing and a lifetime transferable warranty. With a 4.9 rating on Google reviews, why choose anyone else? Visit Shayna Roofing at MyMichiganRoof.com.
This hour of Mojo in the Morning is powered by Cambria Hotel, downtown Detroit.
Live from the Planet Fitness Studios with over 50 Metro Detroit locations and just $15 a month.
This hour on Channel 955, powered by Michigan Auto Law. Auto accident attorneys. Visit Autolaw.com.
That's Autolaw.com.
The subscription fees are out of freaking control. Not Mojo. He's free. Listen to Mojo on our free iHeartRadio app. Listen to the show live every morning on Channel 955, 104.5 SNX in West Michigan, or 92.5 KISS FM in Toledo. And listen to the podcast for free. Free never sounded so good.
We got Am I the A-Hole coming up here in just a little bit. Where is Bianca?
Kaji B.
Bianca, I got a topic from Bianca today on the call board. So we got to get to her coming up here in just a second.
It's one of those kind of topics?
No, it's actually kind of funny. First off, Bianca's family would be a great sitcom family, wouldn't they?
I can see that. I definitely can see that.
Like her dad seems like a character. The mom seems like, it's always, you ever
Mama
notice,
fine.
You know what? This is what sitcoms are always made of. They're made of the goofy dad with the hot mom.
Yeah, who has it all together.
And then the 2 kids that are usually a boy and a girl, and they have, some kind of, crazy life that they go on. Because Bianca's got a little nutty stuff going on.
Bianca, a wild girl.
Bianca pulls out some things. For those that have never met Bianca, if you've never met her before, she'll pull out some stuff and you'll be like, all right, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? Like, you seem like you have everything together. I need to have a conversation with your dad. Did you hear we're giving your family a sitcom?
I know. Honestly, we could be the Kardashians 2.0.
I'm not thinking Kardashians. I'm thinking like Modern Family or something like that. I'm thinking I'm thinking sitcom. Like Kardashians are a little more glamorous than what I think you guys are.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, that's fine.
Do you guys eat dinner together as a family?
Actually, we used to, but I feel like our schedules are so busy now, we don't. But Sundays we do. Every Sunday we have to.
Did you see, by the way? Did you see when you posted the picture from the wedding that you went to, the Chaldean wedding on Friday? Was it Friday? I think
it was Friday.
You posted it, and people were commenting that they knew about your dad's party store. They're like, "Hey, that guy looks like a guy in the party store in Pontiac."
Yeah, he's infamous for that. He's crazy. I love him though.
They knew your dad's party store right away.
Yeah, because he's crazy.
How did your dad get your mom? No offense to your dad. Your dad's a very good man.
I actually ask myself that all the time because my mom is a baddie. But they used to work at Chicken Palace together back in the day. And
okay.
Then
Chicken Palace.
CP?
Yup.
Got her over the wings?
Yup. And then...
Can we call your dad?
Yeah, let's call him up.
Let's call. Give me your dad's number. What's your
All right.
here? Is he in the book here?
No, he's not.
In the directory here? Just text me his number. I'm going to dial him.
I feel like he's gonna have a great answer for that question. How'd you get your wife? Please ask it.
All right.
But he actually married my mom, I think, for the papers.
Wait. Slow down.
Your mom gave him citizenship
for the team.
Wow, that's funny. Okay, real quick, I do have to say this. This next topic's funny. Has anybody ever had a wild animal in their house? Because Bianca's going to.
I sent you the wrong number. That's my mom's.
Bianca's going to tell us a story here in a second about the animal that ended up in their house. And wait till you hear which one it is. But hold
it's
on.
the third number I sent you. I keep checking.
Jesus.
Bianca dog.
Why don't, bro? Just go to his contact and grab the number.
Huh? I don't have.
I'm talking to Bianca.
Oh, Bianca.
Send it on
I was going to say.
wrong
What is your dad's first name again?
Al.
Hello, this is Al.
Al, Mojo, how are you?
Good morning, Mojo. How you doing?
I'm fantastic, Al.
He's so cute.
Al, we were talking, and please don't take offense to this, because you're a man that I think could kill me if I got it on the wrong side of you. But I asked the question to Bianca. I said, how did you get your wife? Because, no offense, Al, your wife's an attractive lady. And I'm looking at you, Al, and I'm like, how did this guy get her, you know?
We've been together for a long time, I think 30 years. I met her. I used to work at a store, and she was neighbors, and then we met, and we fell in love.
I'm going to tell you this. You must have great words, man. I'm telling you must have moves like crazy.
Like Jagger.
Moves like Jagger. Do you? I think I offended him. I think I offended. Did I offend?
No, you
He might not know what that means.
Never.
No.
Never.
We're talking, Al. Al, that you have a beautiful family. We're gonna actually audition you guys for a sitcom. But Bianca was telling us a story about how what was the animal that got into the house?
It was a little bird.
She got
a bird in our house.
Oh yeah, little sparrow.
A little. So what happened? You had the door open and everything?
So I was upstairs cleaning my room, and my mom's like, "There's a bird in the house," and I was like, "No, there's not." And she's like, "I swear to God." I'm like, "Mom, you're just seeing things right now." And I walk into my living room, and there's a little bird flying through the living room.
Oh my God!
But I felt so bad because the bird kept hitting the wall, so it hit the wall and it falls to the ground.
Wait, was Al home? Al, were you home at the time that this happened, or were you at work?
No, actually, I was at work.
Oh my God! So who is the person in the house that takes charge when Dad's at work?
Apparently it was me because my mom was too. Oh no, it's me. Hello.
What did he say? Your brother?
Yeah.
Oh, your brother's the man of the house. So you pass along man of the house duties to him, but then Bianca steps over him and takes over at that moment.
No. Austin, he's the man of the house.
He's the man of the house.
Right.
Don't mess with Austin.
Yeah, Bianca's the woman of the house.
Exactly.
Is that your younger brother?
And he acts like he's macho man. He's not. Like,
He's
you're
not?
20 years old. You can chill.
Was he afraid of the bird or no?
No, he was all about it. So what happened was my mom was like, "Bianca, get the bird. I'm not touching that thing." So we got a shoebox. We were trying to trap the bird in the shoebox. And then I started getting scared. So then the bird flew into our bathroom. So I locked my brother in the bathroom with the bird. And I was like,
Oh, God.
Didn't you just open a bunch of doors and try to move it toward the door?
yeah, but it wasn't. Because the
It
bird
wasn't
would just
going.
like sit down and like fly away.
Yeah.
What do you do if you got an animal? Honestly, that would make me freaked out. Birds freak me out. Birds, by the way, are evil in the Bible. So I'm telling you, they're crazy, aren't they? Aren't they evil in the Bible?
Say, aren't they?
I think so. I thought
They were
birds
on
are
Noah's Ark, so I don't think so.
Oh, they were on Noah's Ark?
Yes.
Well,
I'm
every
glad
animal
Lydia
was on
knows
Noah's
the
Ark.
Bible stories.
There was probably, were there alligators on Noah's Ark too?
There were, yes.
See, alligators are evil too. I wouldn't want an alligator in my
Even
house.
red ants.
Al, do we like birds? Do we like birds? Birds freak me out a little bit.
I
Al.
have birds all my life. I love birds.
I love birds too.
He used to do pigeon shows.
Did he?
Wait.
What did you do, Al? He did pigeon shows?
I used to have birds all my life. I mean, I used to race them. I used to
Race birds?
Yes.
How do you race a
They were
bird?
You take them, let them go from Ohio, City Point. They come back home. They let them go from Farmington Hills, and they come home. Yeah, absolutely.
What's
Wait a
a
second.
pigeon show? Do you know Mike Tyson?
I know Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's got pigeons too.
He does have pigeons. He has pet pigeons. Oh my God!
What's a pigeon show though?
A pigeon show. What happens at a pigeon show, Al?
You buy and sell and trade birds.
That sounds
go to the
illegal.
You buy and sell and trade birds.
This is
That's not
amazing.
legal.
I didn't realize that.
I thought it was like a magic show. Like
They have.
make them do tricks.
Wow.
Look it up, Kevin.
Look it up, Kevin.
Look up where the pigeon show near me.
Hold on. Dallas, this is a freaky one. Dallas, what animal got through your house?
Okay, so how you guys doing today?
What up,
We're
man?
good, Dallas. Dallas, say hi to Bianca's dad, Al.
Al, what's going on, man? How you doing?
What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
I'm good, man. About to tell the story about a raccoon.
You did not.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I get a call about 3 in the morning. My, daughter's mother at their house, they had a animal that they didn't know at first. It got into the soffits, so they always heard it scratching around. But when I get the call, they're saying this raccoon fell through their ceiling. So I had to go over there, and I used like a rake, and it was hanging on the window with it for dear life, just with claws and everything.
There's no way.
window.
I'd been freaking out, by the way, if I had a raccoon in my house. Oh,
Yeah, it was. I didn't want to get too close, man, so I used like a rake, and I took a garbage can. And I was trying to pull him off of the windowsill into the garbage can. And he was holding on so tight I couldn't do it. I think he just got tired eventually and so he just let go.
Wow.
I mean, I was there for like 10 minutes. Like, I'm not getting too close to
Right, nah, you don't want rabies.
Dallas, quick question.
He just let go, fell into the garbage can, and then I just like drove him to some ravine far away from the house.
You drove in the car with the raccoon. I would never put that in my
I had
car.
a lid on it. I'm not going to sit there and have him in the front seat on the seatbelt.
Oh my God. Hey, Al, have you or Dallas, have you ever heard of pigeon shows? Because Al, Bianca's dad, used to go to pigeon shows.
No, that sounds crazy to me, man. Just bird crap everywhere. I don't even want to deal with that.
No. Hold on. Speaking of raccoons, Sinitra, you there?
Yes, good morning.
Hi. What's happening?
Oh my gosh. So I drive the kids to school and my daughter, she's at home. She wake up, Mom, it's a raccoon in the house. I'm like, what the hell you want me to do? Ain't nothing I can do. What the hell? Call the police. Call somebody. This damn raccoon was on my cat like the tower, sitting there like one of my animals in my house. I could not believe
Oh my
I couldn't
God.
believe it.
This is
And
crazy.
it would not leave. We had to call animal control, and they take it. Then it go down the street and let it go in the woods. What the hell?
It was cozy. It wanted to stay at your house.
Yeah.
I know. I'm Animal Kingdom over there.
I love that. What the hell do you want me to do? Hold on. Tom has some advice if a bird ever gets in your house again, Al and Bianca. What's up, Tom?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So you put a sheet over them because if you throw a sheet over them, number one, they can't see it, calms them down, and then you can get rid of them. They can't fly through a sheet.
So if you got another one, if you got another bird, Al, that comes in your house, tell your son, because he's the man of the house, to throw a sheet over them.
Okay, then how do you get it out after
That's
that?
a good idea.
You scoop it
You
up.
wrap it up in the sheet, take it outside, and let it go.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Mojo.
Yes.
What if one flew in there? What would your dogs do? Would they just run away and hide, or would they
No.
go after?
My dogs are the man of my house. I'd run away. By the way, Bianca's taking such offense to the fact that her dad is saying that her brother is the man of the house when he's not there. But it's true, though. He's the man of the house.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm older,
Absolutely.
so.
Yes.
Okay.
Come on, Bianca.
And that's on being a Chaldean dad. You think all the men are in charge.
Uh-huh. What's wrong with that?
My wife is the man of the house.
Thanks,
Is
Tom.
that right, Tom?
She taught the bird trick.
Tom, thank you for adding levity to this whole thing right now. All right, take care of yourself.
Bye.
All right, we'll see you. All right, Al, listen, Al.
All right.
Oh, my God, hold on. We got to look at all these calls. Look at all these birds. Look at all these people are talking about pigeon shows.
Let's
Hold
do
on.
it,
You guys,
Hold
the
on.
pigeon show is really getting me.
Hold on.
You gotta
The birds in the house, okay, whatever. The pigeon show we need to focus on.
Man, Darren, are you there?
Yeah, what's up, Mojo? Good morning, guys. How you doing today?
Good morning.
We're great. Say hi to Bianca's dad, Al.
Hey, what's up, Al? How you
Good
doing?
morning. Good. How are you, sir?
I'm pretty good, thank you. Sound like a great guy.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So this morning, or not this morning, but last year we had several birds coming into our house because since last year we've had birds living in our front porch.
Oh man!
Like sitting in between up top and the drywall. So we just hear them all the time, pecking and stuff.
Where at? What town do you live in?
We live in Cape Ack.
Oh my God, that's crazy! It's the attack of birds. I'm telling you, that's where the Bible started. The second coming happened.
Here you go.
I'm telling you guys. I think I
Google
read that
Bible and
I think I was in school when I was in school that happened. I heard about that in religion class. What's going on, Nikki? Hi.
Hi. How are you guys?
Good. What's going on?
So I walk into my bedroom one day, and there is a squirrel sitting on top of my piano in my room. I had like a keyboard, eating my Reese's peanut butter cup. I freaked out because I see the Reese's peanut butter cups, like the wrappers laying all over my keyboard, and I just freaked out. I shut the door, and my cat is in my bedroom, and I hear the squirrel go under my bed with my cat. And so all I did was I went back in there real quick. I opened up the door and just prayed that the squirrel would leave. But it ate my peanut butter cups.
I'm telling you, that would freak me out. A raccoon. First off, your cat probably let that raccoon in because cats are evil. So they let that raccoon in. Yeah, that's craziness. Hold on. Ashton wants to say something to Bianca's dad. What's up, Ashton?
I wanted to say it to Bianca. When your dad says your brother is the man of the house, it's not a knock towards you. My dad used to go off all the time. Even when I was a little boy, like 5 or 10, he would say that I was the man of the house and make sure I watched over my
exactly.
All right, I'll take it.
Yeah, and he is the man of the house, but that doesn't mean that he has. He's going to do everything. Bianca, you're more.
I'm the woman of the house. My mom's home then, or my mom's leaving. All right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wait, is that right, Al? When
my mom's gone, I'm the woman of the house.
Absolutely.
You feel so offended.
That's right. By the way, Al, I've been watching out for you as kind of Bianca's work dad. Whenever I hear her talk about boys, I say no.
So you're exposing me now.
Thank you, Mojo.
I'm looking out. We never got any daughters in our family, but I'll tell you what, we're not allowing any of these guys to get around your daughter there.
Absolutely. Till she get married, hopefully.
That's right. Exactly. She will.
Hopefully.
That will happen. All right. Well, take care of yourself. We'll see you, Al.
Mojo.
Right. Thank you so much. You guys have a good day.
Take care, Al. Appreciate it.
You learn how to fly some pigeons, you be a real dad.
By the way, you want to get to Bianca's hand in marriage, guys? Get some pigeons.
Fly me a ring.
Can you imagine if you're a guy that's like been hitting Bianca up in her DMs? I've got pigeons. Your dad don't like me. Oh, Al. I love Al. I love Al. All right.
WKQI Detroit. WSNX Muskegon Grand Rapids. WVKS Toledo. 3 great stations. 1 stupid show. This is Mojo in the Morning, live.
All right. It's Mojo in the Morning, your home of the War of the Roses. We're going to be busting a cheater coming up here in just a little bit. We'll have that for you, so stick around. Right now, it is time for Am I the A-Hole? If you think something that you have done makes you possibly an a-hole, let us call you out. Send us your message through our TalkBack mic, which is on the iHeartRadio app. Hit that mic, tell us what the situation is, and we'll get you on the show.
So I'm wondering if I'm in the wrong here because my husband had a big job interview last week, and he basically slept through it, didn't set his alarm and slept through it, and then he's upset with me because he said I should have woken him up and gotten him ready for it. So I just want your opinions on it. Thanks.
Wow, that's actually an interesting one. So he's saying that you should have been his wake-up call. Do you think she's an a-hole for not waking him up? Was she up, though? I don't know. Should we ask her?
Yeah, I got questions. Let's
Me
ask.
too.
Brooklyn, are you there?
Hey,
I'm here.
Good morning.
So what happened?
Good morning.
He slept through his alarm?
Oh, he didn't even set an alarm. And that was the wild part about it, is he just, like, raw dog sleep the night before on a big interview and just, like, thought, oh, I guess, like, I work from home. So I was up before him and was downstairs in my office working. And he just didn't set an alarm, didn't get ready, and missed this interview that he was really looking forward to, I guess. I mean, he acted like he was.
Okay, so this is interesting. So you actually were up already, and he kept sleeping, and he was late for it. But did you know that he had the interview?
Yeah, I did know he had the interview.
Did he tell you, can you please wake me up?
No, he didn't tell me that. And, you know, sure, I could have gone up there and woken him up and gotten him ready for it, but I'm not his mom. Like, he needs to have responsibility and be able to set his alarm and get up and go to this interview if he, like, wants to provide for us and our family. So I was working hard down at my job. Like, the least he could have done is just gotten his butt up and gone to this interview.
See,
That sounds spiteful.
But
go ahead. Ask your questions before I say what I think.
But when you say that, when you say that you knew he had the interview, did you know that it was a morning interview and he needed to be up for it?
Yeah, I did.
And you didn't, know that he was still sleeping and he wasn't up?
I mean, I didn't hear him get up. I was downstairs in my office. Like, I didn't hear him get up. I didn't hear him, like, leave for the interview. But I didn't know. Maybe it got pushed back. I was doing my own thing. I was working. He should have been getting up and working, basically.
All right. So I'll let you, Shannon, say what you're going to say.
I'm shaking my head because I just think that it is the kind thing to do to go, hey, you have that interview this morning. I'm noticing you're not up. You're talking about how you are working hard, to provide for your family. Well, that he's trying to get a different job to provide for your family. So I feel like you're shooting yourself in the foot here too. I don't know why you wouldn't have taken 20 seconds to go upstairs and go, hey, aren't you supposed to be up for that interview? Like, that's no skin off your back to do that.
Yeah, but how's he going to get to the job every single day if he doesn't set an alarm and have the responsibility to get up and go do it? I'm not his mom.
She don't love this man.
Well, now you're going pretty drastic.
I'm just saying, any woman that's going to prevent money from coming in the house, she don't love this man.
I just think I want the best for my husband. And if I know that he's up for a job that he really, really wants, and I think, something's wrong, I don't hear him moving around up there, I want to make sure that he is up for the interview.
She was doing her job.
This isn't your son. This isn't your kid that you're trying to teach a lesson on responsibility.
I get that, but she's doing her job. How is she supposed to know if
oh
he's
my God,
up or not?
you get up to go to the bathroom. You could get up and just go check and say, hey, are you up?
You can hear this in her voice. It's bigger than just a job thing.
Would Brooklyn?
I think this was strategic to teach him a lesson.
Were you busy that day and could not go upstairs and just check on him?
I work from home. Like, sure, I could have gone up and checked on him, but I guess to me it's the principle of the matter. And, like, I'm not his mom. He needs to, like, figure it out. He needs to figure out how to. I mean, why do you think he's looking for a job in the first place? You got to be able to keep a job.
What I'm saying is your decision, it's for the good of the family. And so that's where I think it was part of your responsibility to go make sure it's not just for his own good. This is for the good of your family if he gets this job, right? You said that at the beginning.
But I don't think she intentionally didn't wake him up.
Oh, it definitely sounds like that is the case.
Ben, what are your thoughts? Go ahead, Brooklyn. Say what you're going to say.
That's a red flag right there to me. Like, I mean, that's just ammunition for her to use against him. Well, you didn't go to your job interview when you're supposed to wake up. Be a supportive wife.
Yeah.
Brooklyn, are you not a supportive wife?
Be a supportive husband and set an alarm. Everybody does it every single day all over the world. We're all adults. I set an alarm. I was up like 2 hours before he had to be downstairs working. I had my headset on. I was clickety-clacking at my computer. All he had to do was set an alarm.
How long y'all been married?
No, that's spiteful. You're a red flag, 100%.
How long you been married, Brooklyn?
So, we've been married 8 years.
Yeah, it's about to be a wrap. Y'all ain't going
No, come on. We're not going that far, are we? Shelly, what do you think, Shelly?
Oh, my gosh. So, to me,
I think she is a big a-hole, and I totally agree with what Shannon said because you guys are supposed to be a team, and whether he forgot to set it, my fiance works from home too, and if my alarm didn't happen to go off, or maybe I forgot to set it, I would expect him to come in there because you're a team, and it's to make your family better, regardless of his situation or not. And, you know, I don't know. I'm a teammate, and I want my fiance to be a teammate back, and that is good or bad, you know. When you're married, it's for good or bad, and
I would say that's the case if she didn't have her job going on downstairs, where she just walked in and goes, "Hey, oh my God, aren't you supposed to be up?" But she shouldn't have to be his alarm that day.
Come on,
thinking. I mean, what is she gonna do? You know, lay out his clothes for him too.
It's not that deep. Man. It's not that deep, bro. She could have walked upstairs and say, "Hey, are you going to your job?" Like, that's literally all she had to do.
Mm-hmm. So we're here at the station, and if you're,
we do this to Kev.
That's not true.
Sorry to use you as the example, but if no, I haven't. But I'm in the studio and Lydia calls you and to say, "Hey, are you awake and on your way?" We check on you because you're part of our team. Right. That's like 3 times a week, Kev.
Shannon, you dragging it. That's not true.
2 times a week.
Listen, but Shannon, if you're here at the station and your husband's at home and you know he's got an appointment early in the morning, are you going to call him and specifically say, "Hey, are you up?" Or are you going to just say, "I'll assume he is going to be up"?
Well, I would assume, but I also don't have eyes on him or ears on him at home, so that's a huge assumption.
She's downstairs.
Yeah, but she knows if he comes down to go to the interview or not.
Aaron, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I say let's all take a step back and realize that there's probably more going on.
Yeah.
If she's not willing to wake him up, it's probably because he's been doing that crap for a while. And he's been the one that's forgetful, and he needs to be held accountable by himself instead of the wife having to wake him up or change his clothes or make him dinner.
Is there truth to that at all?
Thank you.
So he is a chronic irresponsible person.
I mean, it sounds like it. I mean, I just went through this with my wife. I was in his shoes. I had to get my crap together and make sure that I was up in the morning and I was going to my interviews and getting that job to support our family, and that's on him. The wife sounds like she's doing her job. She's taking care of her side of things, and he needs to wake up and do his.
Is that?
Thank you. I agree. I'm the wife, and I agree because I'm not trying to be an a-hole. I'm not trying to of course I want him to get this job. I want him to take care of our family, but this is a repeated pattern, and the repeated pattern that I bring to the family is that I'm up doing what I need to do. He needs to do that too. And yes, this interview would have been great, but at the end of the day, for the betterment of our marriage, because you're saying it's not going to last much longer, he needed to learn this lesson, then he needed to get this job.
So how did he react?
Yep.
How did he react when he realized he didn't?
He's mad at me. He blames me. He thinks it's my fault that he didn't. Instead of taking responsibility for the fact that he didn't set an alarm, he didn't prepare for it, he blames me that I didn't wake him up, that I didn't mother him.
That's not now I think he's wrong on that. It's it's not your reasoning or your fault
you are
that
not
he
the
didn't
reason.
get the job.
Right.
I mean, it's his. But what's up, Michelle? Hi.
Yeah. Hi. I find her very selfish, and I find that it was wrong that she did not go up there and at least check to see if he was up or not. My husband works midnights, like a second shift midnight, and we have a 5-year-old autistic son. I have to wake him up all the time. It makes me upset. It makes me angry. But at least he's up and functioning and ready to go for the day. Then she's upset he didn't get the job. You cannot be upset he didn't get the job if you did not help him out. I mean, you did have a responsibility to go up there and at least make sure he was up, in my personal opinion.
So she needs to
really
step away from all the work that she's doing to make sure that her child is up for school.
5 seconds. Yeah, she needed to take 5 seconds out of her day, especially if she's now upset he didn't get the job. She can't be upset he didn't get the job.
She's not in the basement doing surgery.
By the way, if this job interview was the time that he's going to actually have to be going to work every day, now becomes his hotel wake-up call every single day, having to make sure that this guy's ass is out of bed. What's up, Kelly? Hi. What do you think about this? Am I the a-hole? Brooklyn's on with us. The wife who didn't wake up her husband.
Because deep down, she's tired of his crap and wants to mark something else off of her checklist as to why it didn't work out. Because me and my son's dad were together 7 years. We split up a year and a half ago. Still live best for our son. We don't get along all the time, but he wakes up for work.
Your phone's bad. Your phone keeps cutting out on you. Yeah.
Sorry, I had on speakerphone.
So your son's dad, your ex now. So you guys broke up. He was one of these guys.
A year and a half ago.
He was one of these guys that you had to always make sure that he was up.
No, he makes me make sure I'm up every day.
Okay.
Pretty much every day he comes out of his room because we don't have the same room and wakes me up. She just wanted something else to mark on her checklist as to why it didn't work out deep down.
Wait, so you think that she was vindictive and did this on purpose?
Clear. I mean, yeah, it sounds like she wants something else to mark on her list because deep down she's over him not providing and being the husband that she wants, I guess.
Wait, but she's together with him. Do you guys have a happy marriage, Brooklyn?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I'd be happier if he got his crap together and I didn't have to baby him.
So do you think that this job would have bettered him, or do you think that this job
is just more work for you?
What I think would better him is if he took responsibility and grew up in this area of his life. And this job is indicative of a lot of other things in his life that he needs to take responsibility of.
This ain't gonna lie.
So I'm not mad he didn't get the job. I'm mad that he didn't set an alarm and then had an expectation that I was going to care for him. I'm caring for all the other things. The least you can do is wake your ass up and put on your shoes and go to the job.
Nikki, what do you think, Nikki? Am I the a-hole?
No, I don't. Actually, I think everybody is coming down on her a little bit too hard because it's two sides to every story. The fact is that, yeah, it seems like she's tired. That doesn't mean she don't like him. That just means that she's tired. You understand that? Two, I mean, the thing is, like, she wants to stop being his mother. She's looking at him. It makes you look unattractive. What if she's sick? What if she can't make it to work herself one day and you're depending on her to wake you up? Like, come on, man. Like, everybody has to pull their own weight. We're grown. And I don't know if they have children or not, but you know, it's stressful already. Yeah. And then you adding stress to it, and then you're trying to blame me, and then I'm supposed to look at you like you're Big Daddy. Like, come on, man. It's not going to go like that. It's just, I'm not going to look at you like that.
I don't love the blame that he blamed her for not getting the job. Like, I don't love that part of it, but.
And I also don't blame, I don't like that, you know, I think it was a moment. The guy overslept. He should have been up. He wasn't. It's not her responsibility to go upstairs and make sure that you're up. She doesn't know. She's got her job to do. And I think that pointing fingers like this, hopefully the guy learns.
She does know. You can't say that she didn't know. She knew. She admitted she knew she was not awake.
It's not a responsibility.
She was going to let him sleep.
When you love someone, you go beyond. That's not love right there, bro.
Brooklyn, did you purposely let him sleep through his alarm, or you just didn't know that he wasn't up?
Tell the truth.
I wasn't like, oh, it's 7:57. His alarm should be going off right now. Wah ha 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 ha. I'm not gonna go wake him up. It wasn't like that. It was like, I'm doing work. It's like 15, 20 minutes past the time he should have been up. And I'm like clocking in my head, like, is he up? Is he going to this interview? But at the same time, like, I'm thinking maybe they moved it, maybe this or whatever. Yeah. And then an hour later, he comes rolling down.
Go by.
Yeah.
Kat, last comment. What do you think, Kat?
I think she's the a-hole. Truly, what if he was sick, or maybe he like fell
What if he was
asleep and
dead?
didn't wake up in the morning? Yeah, exactly. What if? There's a lot of what if, could be's, and maybes, but if that was my spouse and he was lazy or wasn't doing anything,
I would have had enough courtesy to say, hey, babe, you all right? Your alarm's going off.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't set your alarm. Why didn't, it's time to get up. And then I would have gone back to my room or my office and done my job. 5 seconds, simple courtesy. She don't love the guy. She's being spiteful.
By the way, that's so mean to say that she doesn't love the guy just because she didn't wake him up in this one particular incident. What woman wants to be the only breadwinner in the entire house and doesn't want this guy getting himself a job?
That's why you wake him up.
Well, I get it, but she's got other stuff to do. She's got responsibilities to do.
Bro. Come on. We all watch TV when we work from home. Stop playing.
What are you talking about? Why, are you thinking that she's not, you don't think she's working? Brooklyn, he's calling you out, saying that all you do is watch TV at home. Is that true?
Whatever. You come to my house and hold down everything.
Yeah, I'm good.
And then you don't want to hold down one more thing.
Exactly. All right, Brooklyn. Well, thank you. I apologize for all these people attacking you. I don't think you're an a-hole.
Well, thank you. I guess that's why I was calling to find out. And I hear y'all, but I'm bitter about it. But okay.
All right. Take care.
It works out.
I like the people, by the way, that are saying that she is the wife Karen. And by the way, Brooklyn, if he needs a job, we're looking right here. I don't know if you know
he ain't
that.
gonna wake up on
He's gotta wake up real early.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. You don't.
Do we have a state-of-the-art broadcasting facility? My is a state-of-the-art broadcast facility.
Ever think of doing radio like be one of the hosts on Mojo in the Morning?
Hey, bitch, that's my job.
Mojo in the Morning has an opening, and it takes real intellect to be on this show.
If you getting flued out and he paying for the flight, if he paying for the flight,
flued out.
What? We're talking about things that draw out the best in society.
I just wanted to say this whole topic is so disgusting to me.
You work with Mojo, Kev, Lydia, Bianca, Zach, and Sweet. Innocent Shannon.
Shannon only likes to watch basically hardcore porn.
No.
And likes to turn friends onto it, including me and
Did not know what
my
that
wife.
was the show.
Apply by going to iHeartMediaCareers.com and search
Stupid, worthless, no good, damn freeloading son of a bitch, big mouth, know-it-all ass jerk.
Mojo. You'll be one step closer to smelling whatever comes out of Kev's body every morning.
Shut up.
By the way, they should have added Kev's fart on the
I
on
was
the end of the
waiting
thing.
for that,
That
I
would,
know.
that would have been the best. Fletch, redo that one, please.
More Mojo is coming up next.
Channel 955.
It's Mojo in the Mornings, Motor City Traffic.
9:29. We are at 60 degrees, getting up to about 71 today. Just clouds, rain in the forecast tomorrow through Saturday. Out on the streets, we have an accident blocking the right lane. 75 northbound after Sashava. Another one, Davison at Livernois, an accident on the left shoulder eastbound 696 after Orchard Lake. And you've got about a 5-minute delay, 94 eastbound between Warren Ave and 75. That's your Channel 955 traffic on the morning.
Channel 955.
An iHeartRadio station.
This report is sponsored by Michigan State University Federal Credit Union.
At MSU FCU, you can get behind the wheel now and make no payments for 90 days. That means more road trips, more playlists, and less stress. If you live in Michigan, you can be a member. Apply today at msufcu.org/auto loan or stop by a branch. Let's roll.
Hi, it's Shannon. If you are going through a divorce and looking for a recommendation, I want to tell you about Goldman & Associates Law Firm. They genuinely care about making sure you're happy and get back on your feet. And if there are kids involved, it is so important to Goldman that the process is easy and as stress-free as possible for the kids.
248-588-3333. 248-588-3333.
Visit choosegoldman.com.
Shayna Roofing, Michigan's roofing experts that offer transparent pricing and a lifetime transferable warranty. With a 4.9 rating on Google reviews, why choose anyone else? Visit Shayna Roofing at mymichiganroof.com.
All right, guys, this weather has us all ready to get out of here and head up north this summer. So now's the time to hit the road in style with a deal from Moran Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 selling Chevy dealer for 2024. Ready to go electric and save at the pump? Cruise into the summer with a 2025 Blazer EV LT all-wheel drive. Lease it now for just $227 a month with only $999 down. Moran Chevrolet, where you always get the best price, period. Find your ride fast at moranexpress.com or stop in on Gratiot just north of 15 Mile in Clinton Township. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Who's ready for the most basketball action of the summer? Ice Cube's Big Three is back, and it's bigger, badder, and more electrifying than ever. The best 3-on-3 basketball league in the world. Watch superstar ballers go head-to-head. We're talking Dwight Howard, Michael Beasley, Jordan Crawford, Gerald Green, Kimber Walker, Jason Richardson, ISO Joe Johnson, Montrezl Harrell, and more. Don't miss the incredible showdown of physical play, hardcore defense, and highlight reel offense. With Hall of Fame coaches like Julius Dr. J. Irving, Nancy Lieberman, 2024 Big Three champion Gary Payton, and more running the sidelines. It's basketball the way it's meant to be played. And that's not all. Big Three's always got musical guests. It's something you don't want to miss. It's Ice Cube's Big Three. Watch every weekend, all summer long on CBS and Vice.
Switch to Boost Mobile and get unlimited talk, text, and data for just $25 a month forever. That's right. No price hikes, no contracts. $25 forever. Visit a Boost Mobile store today. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Listen to Channel 955 anytime. Free on the iHeart app.
Presented by Top Dog Law. Top Dog gets you top dollar. Go to topdoglaw.com. That's topdoglaw.com.
Buckle up for Top Thrill 2 at Cedar Point, the world's tallest and fastest triple launch coaster. Then shift into gear as you reach rubber-burning speeds of 120 miles per hour, soaring 420 feet into the sky on the world's only vertical speedway. Race over to cedarpoint.com to grab your 2025 Summer Pass and get unlimited visits through Labor Day. Just 5 payments of $18 plus free parking. After initial payment plus taxes and fees. Online only.
Spring is in bloom, and so are casino thrills at BetMGM Casino. Say goodbye to winter blues and hello to a 100% deposit match up to $1,000 plus $25 on the house. Play your favorite games like blackjack and roulette with a live dealer, or check out exclusive shots like MGM Grand Millions and the Wizard of Oz over the rainbow. Only available at BetMGM Casino. Whether you're taking a walk or waiting for your train to come, you can enjoy the thrills of BetMGM Casino right from the palm of your hand. Download the BetMGM Casino app today and get a piece of the action. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly and offer resources to help you make appropriate choices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Must be 21 plus. Michigan only. Please gamble responsibly. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable site credit/bonus bets unless otherwise provided in the applicable terms. Rewards subject to expiry.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out?
Spruce. It's Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people and pets. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Weeds die by the next day. Find Spruce wherever weed killers are sold.
Huntington is banking that just clicks. Like early pay. Moving up payday so you could get your money faster. Up to 2 days faster. And there's no cost. It's your money, right? So stop playing the waiting game. It's just one more way we're looking out for people every day. Is your bank looking out for you? Maybe it's time to switch. Visit your neighborhood Huntington branch or make the switch at huntington.com/yourmoney. Direct deposit and eligibility requirements apply.
Injured? Call 1-800-CALL-SAM and get Michigan's first family of law. Call Sam.
More Mojo in seconds.
Do you owe the IRS or state tax? Don't fear a levy. Hire a levy. 800-TAX-LEVY.
Listen to Mojo in the morning on the free iHeartRadio app. It's subscription free to listen to Channel 955, Mojo, and all the podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
This hour of Mojo in the Morning is powered by Goldman & Associates Law Firm.
Live from the Planet Fitness Studios. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Cheat and you'll get caught. It's the War of the Roses in minutes on Mojo in the morning.
Win Tate McRae tickets. Tate McRae is going to be in August at Little Caesars Arena. Text GREEDY, GREEDY, to 95500 for a chance to win tickets. That is GREEDY. Text that to 95500, and you could be going to see Tate McRae sold-out show.
Mojo in the morning's Dirty on the 30.
War of the Roses coming up here in just a little bit. Do we have a serial killer? Oh, no, serial killer.
Oh, my God.
Serial, not a serial killer.
I was
Although
like,
that
what
would
War
be
of the Roses
interesting.
were you listening to?
A serial cheater on our hands. Would that not be be a serial killer?
Oh my God.
This guy.
A little Dateline NBC action going on there. huh?
One holiday. Yeah, one day off. You going crazy.
That's it. I'm a little off today. We're going to get one last look at what's going on in the dirty and what's trending this hour, Shan.
I want to give a shout out to somebody that I met over the weekend. I was on the west side of the state for the long weekend, and I, for the life of me, cannot remember your name, and I hate myself for that.
How do you
but
shout
I met
them out if you don't know their
no,
name?
I met the sweet because it was really like a whole crew. But one girl in particular, you took my order at the window for Penny Royal Cafe and Provisions. That place is so good, by the way. If you're ever in Saugatuck, oh my God, go there. You could get breakfast, lunch, dinner. But they also have like a grab and go window, and it's like the most amazing baked goods you've ever eaten in your whole entire life. That's what I got. But they also do lunch and dinner and stuff too. It's a really cool place. Very cool place.
Do you ever get these in your algorithms on like Instagram Reels where it will say, Michigan, what are the number one gay spots in Michigan?
I don't.
But
Saugatuck is probably up there.
Well, you came in, so maybe it's because of you were in Saugatuck.
Yeah.
It's
a very gay-friendly town.
I got it this weekend as my thing, and it's that guy's voice. That guy that does the voiceover stuff, and people choose his voice as the voice of the
I
thing.
know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? And the guy, it came up, and I was like, and honestly, I got caught up in it. It was like, oh, great, I get to find out what the game. And I didn't realize that Saugatuck was.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
is it?
Yeah.
So that's where you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, dude. All right.
You
Are
never
you
got
okay?
those? No, you've never gotten those in your algorithm?
Get number one gay spots to go to.
No, but I also get them every now and again, and we'll say, what is the number one place to find to date on Tinder, and it will show and it will basically go through the cities and tell you what are the places.
That's because you look at all those lists and stuff for prep for the show.
Is that what it is?
I guarantee that's why you're getting them.
I got one shout out. Again, I went to go see Lilo and Stitch, and I ran into a young lady named Rayelle. Big shout out to Rayelle. She told me to tell everybody on the show hello. Huge listener. And her birthday was yesterday. So
happy belated.
Super shout out and happy birthday to Rayelle.
All right. So Diddy's trial continues in Manhattan today after taking the long weekend for Memorial Day. They took off on Friday and then yesterday. Hearing that Diddy was just devastated that he couldn't attend his twin daughters, Jessie and Delilah's high school graduation in person at the end of last week. I mean, obviously they weren't letting him out for any occasion, including that. But a source telling me he's sad to not be there for such monumental moments in the twins' lives, missed their prom, missed their graduation, and obviously their mom, Kim Porter, is no longer living, so they had zero parents at either of those occasions, but their godmother, Kamorley Simmons, was at the graduation to cheer them on. Updates in Diddy's trial first thing tomorrow. Demi Lovato got married over the weekend in Santa Barbara, California. Smaller wedding. Looked like maybe there was 120 people there. She and Jordan Lutz, now husband and wife. And Kev, we were talking about this earlier when I mentioned that she had gotten married. She wore two different Vivienne Westwood gowns, one for the reception and one for the ceremony. And one of the dresses, I think it was the dress she wore for the ceremony, looked so super similar to the Vivienne Westwood dress that Miley Cyrus wore for her surprise wedding to Liam Hemsworth. It does look like almost the exact same dress, except I think the material is different on both of them. But I mean, they're like carbon copies of one another for sure.
Shout out to Demi, man. Much love.
She looked beautiful, by the way. The president of France, his name is Emmanuel Macron, and his wife Brigitte were about to deplane on Sunday after landing in Vietnam. And I don't think they realized that the plane's door was already open, because from behind, like the side there, you saw her two hands just shove him in the face so hard. It is a moment that went viral over the weekend, and people were going, whoa. Clearly, there was some sort of argument that was going on, and whatever she did, I mean, it was violent. Well, now he is waving off that face shove that his wife gave him with an official statement to reporters saying, "We were bickering and joking. I was bickering and joking with my wife, and a video became sort of a geoplanetary catastrophe. In the world we live in, we don't have a lot of time to lose. This is all a bit of nonsense. So he's laughing it off and saying we were just joking with one another.
Do we believe that or do we not? I think that there's trouble in paradise. By the way, hasn't a lot of people called out their marriage and thought that it was interesting because the age difference between
the age
two?
difference, and there have always been gay rumors about him.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the age difference?
She is much older than him. I don't know. Yeah.
She hit like it too.
Well, I will tell you this, that, I don't know. He's always been one of those ones that seems like, and there's a lot of people that think that he's like very honest and he'll forthcoming with what he's going to say.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of a weird position to be in, right? When all of a sudden you and your spouse are fighting with each other.
Yeah, I mean, hands on each other. It did not look like they were joking around to me.
I wonder if we'll see some of his staff that will come out and speak on this, or if anybody will turn.
Former staff.
Well,
anyone who speaks on him or his wife in the U.S., he sends like cease and desist orders, which I didn't even know you can do.
So we'll probably get one.
Yeah, Candace Owens received one. She has a
Really?
special called Becoming Brigitte.
Yeah.
Huh, that's interesting. And lastly, from one airplane incident to another in the dirty, Britney Spears is now apologizing for lighting up a ciggy mid-flight. She was on a charter flight, said she thought it was funny. She thought she could smoke because I don't understand why she said this. She said she thought she could smoke because the drink holders were on the outside of the plane seats. Okay.
Come on. When's the last time that anybody's ever been able to smoke on a plane?
Yeah.
She probably fly private a lot.
This was a charter flight, so.
Yeah, it was a private plane. But
even I'm saying, you thought of like when
it was serious enough that somebody called the police. Police were waiting for her when she landed at LAX, and she thought they were greeting her to like say hi because she's Britney Spears. But instead, they told her, do not ever smoke on an airplane again. So that was that.